The gentle warmth of the morning sun begins to trace patterns across the cool marble floor, pulling your gaze from the endless blue beyond the open terrace. You shift slowly, the fine Egyptian cotton sheets whispering softly against your skin as you push them back. The mattress beneath you yields with a subtle, comforting sigh, retaining the faint imprint of your form for a moment before slowly expanding back to its perfect smoothness. You swing your legs over the side of the bed, feeling the subtle coolness of the polished wood beneath your bare feet, each grain a silent testament to careful craftsmanship. You pause there, allowing the last tendrils of sleep to dissipate. The distant, rhythmic breath of the ocean, a constant, soothing presence. The air, still fresh from the night, carries a faint, clean scent, a blend of sea salt, and a subtle, sweet perfume from the frangipani blossoms just outside your villa. With unhurried grace you rise, the lightweight linen robe draped over a nearby chaise longue, feeling cool and crisp as you draw it around you. The fabric settles, a reassuring weight on your shoulders, and you secure it with a soft knot at your waist. You take a slow, deep breath, the air filling your lungs with its gentle, clean fragrance. Your eyes drift across the room, noticing the way the early light catches the brushed brass accents on the bespoke furniture, a quiet gleam against the muted tones of the interior. You walk towards the expansive glass doors that open fully onto your private terrace, the cool, wide panels sliding silently into their recesses with a barely perceptible glide. A faint, soft breeze now reaches you, carrying the distinct, earthy aroma of wet granite warmed by the sun, unique to this island. You step out onto the smooth, pale decking, feeling the slight give underfoot, designed for barefoot comfort. Your fingers gently brush against the smooth, cool surface of the polished railing, tracing the subtle curve of its design. Below you, the pristine white sand of your private beach stretches, untouched and inviting. The turquoise water laps rhythmically at the shore, each wave a miniature, glistening crest before dissolving into a soft, foamy whisper. You notice a solitary seabird gliding effortlessly in the distance, a silent, elegant arc against the vast, cloudless sky. The only sound is the consistent, lulling murmur of the ocean, a natural symphony that fills this secluded space. You simply stand, letting the stillness of the morning envelop you, a quiet observer in this tranquil, waking world. The soft, rhythmic lapping of the waves continues its gentle chorus as a subtle, almost imperceptible sound draws your attention from the distant horizon. A quiet presence moves just behind you, the faint rustle of crisp, starched linen signaling that your bespoke breakfast has been laid out on the terrace table. You turn slowly, the warm, golden sunlight now bathing the meticulously arranged setting, highlighting the precise angles and smooth surfaces. You walk with an unhurried pace towards the circular table, carved from a single polished slab of pale, veined granite. Its cool, smooth surface invites your fingertips to lightly graze it as you approach, feeling the subtle, natural imperfections of the stone beneath your touch. The custom-made dining chairs, crafted from bleached teak, are subtly angled for comfort, their woven seats of robust, yet soft, natural fiber, offering a gentle yield as you settle into one. A heavy linen napkin, precisely folded into a sharp rectangle, rests beside a delicate eggshell white porcelain plate, its rim a fine, almost imperceptible band of platinum. Your gaze drifts over the array of morning offerings, each item presented with quiet elegance. A slender crystal carafe gleams, filled with freshly squeezed passion fruit juice, its vibrant, almost neon orange hue catching the light. beads of condensation clinging delicately to the cool, smooth glass. Beside it, a small, polished silver cloche covers warm, flaky pastries, their buttery aroma just beginning to waft gently on the breeze, a subtle promise of warmth and sweetness. A wide, shallow bowl, crafted from a dark, smooth local wood, holds an assortment of exotic fruits, meticulously cut and arranged like precious jewels. You observe the deep ruby of dragon fruit, the pale, translucent segments of lychee, and the vibrant, sun-kissed slices of ripe mango. You reach for a slice of that mango, its skin a deep, inviting gold, almost shimmering in the morning light. The fruit feels cool and firm in your hand, yet yields ever so slightly to the gentle pressure of your thumb, a perfect ripeness. You lift it slowly to your lips, the rich, sweet, tropical scent preceding the first contact. The flesh is incredibly tender, dissolving on your tongue, bursting with a profound, sun-ripened sweetness that lingers pleasantly, coating your palate with a pure essence of the island's bounty. Then, you carefully lift the heavy, clear glass of passion fruit juice. The coolness of the thick glass transfers immediately to your fingertips as you bring it closer, a refreshing sensation against your skin. You take a slow, deliberate sip, allowing the tartness of the passion fruit to awaken your senses, a bright, tangy counterpoint to the mango's sweetness. You feel the cool, invigorating liquid glide down your throat, leaving a crisp, clean sensation. You pause, allowing the subtle aftertaste to dissipate, the gentle hum of the morning around you. You set the glass down with a soft, almost imperceptible click against the cool, solid granite table. The gentle ocean breeze continues to stir the air, carrying the faint, sweet memory of the mango and the bright tang of the juice, mingling with the distant, earthy scent of warm granite. You lean back slightly in your chair, the woven fiber conforming to your form, allowing the quiet rhythms of the morning to settle around you, the subtle warmth of the sun on your bare arms, and the constant, lulling whisper of the waves. Your eyes close for a moment, simply absorbing the tranquil sounds and sensations. The last traces of breakfast sweetness now yield to the clean, salt-kissed air drifting across your private terrace. The sun, a little higher, casts defined shadows from frangipani trees, their blossoms exhaling a soft perfume. You rise from the teak chair, the cool, smooth granite table a quiet memory. Your bare feet find the warm grip of pale decking, each plank custom cut, guiding you towards your private infinity pool. The faint scent of chlorine blends with the clean sea air, indicating the pool's pristine clarity. You approach the edge. The water, a mesmerizing sheet of turquoise, perfectly still where it meets the seamless horizon. You pause at the first step. Polished stone cool against your toes. Then slowly immerse your feet. The initial touch is a gentle coolness, giving way to a precisely calibrated warmth, harmonious with the morning air. You descend, allowing the water to rise gradually around your ankles, then your calves. The subtle pressure against your skin is immediately soothing. You take a slow, deep breath as the water reaches your waist, the faint, clean scent of the pool rising with gentle steam. With an unhurried push, you surrender fully to the buoyant support of the water. You float, face upwards, the sun a warm, golden presence on your eyelids, filtering through the water's surface to create dancing patterns of light on the tiled floor beneath you. The silence here is profound, broken only by the muffled, distant sounds of waves gently lapping the shore and the soft, almost inaudible hum of the pool's advanced filtration system. Your ears are now submerged, softening the world's edges, transforming external sounds into a gentle, rhythmic thrum. You extend your arms slowly, letting your fingers just graze the surface, creating tiny, almost invisible ripples that expand outwards, then gently dissipate. Your body feels completely weightless, suspended effortlessly between the warm embrace of the water and the vast, open sky above. You drift without conscious effort towards the infinity edge, the seamless transition point where the pool water appears to spill directly into the ocean. The horizon blurs into an indistinguishable line, the deep blue of the pool melding with the even deeper blue of the sea. As you reach the edge, you gently turn your head, allowing your gaze to sweep across the panoramic vista. The Granite Island, with its ancient rounded peaks, rises majestically to your left, clad in verdant, untouched foliage. To your right, the endless expanse of the Indian Ocean stretches out, dotted with faint, hazy outlines of other distant, uninhabited islets, mere whispers on the horizon. The sun continues its slow climb, painting the sky with ever brighter brilliance, reflecting off the water's surface in 1,000 tiny points of light. You close your eyes again, feeling the subtle current of the pool, guiding your body in the gentlest of drifts, completely at peace within this watery embrace. The slight movement of the water against your ears creates a soft, almost hypnotic whisper, a constant, comforting lullaby. You feel the distinct warmth of the sun on your face and the precise, enveloping coolness of the water on your back, a perfect, serene balance. Each breath is deep and even, a slow rise and fall that mirrors the gentle undulations of the water around you, allowing your thoughts to simply dissolve into the vast, blue serenity that surrounds you. You simply exist, floating, suspended in the serene embrace of the morning. The cool, buoyant embrace of the infinity pool slowly releases its hold as you push gently from its edge. Your bare feet find the familiar, pale teak decking, now pleasantly warmed by the mid-morning sun. Tiny droplets of water cling to your skin, glistening for a moment before evaporating in the gentle breeze, leaving a clean, fresh sensation. You reach for the plush, heavy towel draped over a nearby sun lounger, its woven cotton soft and absorbent against your skin. You pat yourself dry with unhurried movements, feeling the fine, soft fibers gently caress your arms and legs. The air around you feels slightly warmer now, a subtle shift from the earlier freshness, carrying the faint, sweet scent of distant jasmine. You take a slow, deep breath, the clean, dry air filling your lungs. A light, flowing tunic of pure white linen, almost sheer, awaits you. You slip it on, the cool, smooth fabric gliding effortlessly over your skin, settling with a soft whisper. The weight is barely perceptible, offering a gentle protection from the sun's strengthening rays while allowing the air to circulate freely. You adjust the soft ties at your shoulders, the fine threads smooth beneath your fingertips. Now you step onto the path leading away from the villa, a winding ribbon of natural granite that blends seamlessly with the island's ancient landscape. Each slab is perfectly cut and laid, creating a smooth, inviting surface. The granite beneath your bare feet is distinctly warm, a deep, comforting heat that radiates upwards, grounding you with a subtle, earthy connection to the island itself. You feel the faint, natural texture of the stone, slightly uneven in places, a testament to its raw, unpolished beauty. The path is bordered by lush, vibrant foliage, a dense tapestry of tropical greens. Enormous, glossy leaves gently rustle with each passing breath of wind, creating a soft, whispering sound that complements the distant murmur of the ocean. You notice the rich, dark soil beneath the plants, exhaling a deep, earthy scent, mingling with the sweeter, more delicate perfume of unseen blossoms. A bright flash of crimson or electric blue from a bird flitting between branches catches your eye for a fleeting moment. A silent, graceful movement in the verdant expanse. You walk with an even, unhurried rhythm, your steps almost silent on the warm granite. The path curves gently, leading you deeper into the island's natural embrace, away from the open expanse of the beach. The sunlight filters through the dense canopy above, creating shifting patterns of light and shadow on the path ahead, a dappled dance that guides your way. The air here feels slightly cooler, shaded by the towering trees, yet still retains the pleasant warmth absorbed by the stone. As you continue, the subtle sounds of the natural world become more pronounced. The gentle chirping of unseen insects, the soft rustle of dry palm fronds, and the constant, hypnotic rhythm of the distant waves now feel more muted, softened by the dense vegetation. You notice a faint, delicate scent beginning to emerge, a blend of warm herbs and a subtle, calming floral note, hinting at your destination. The granite path continues, its gentle ascent, smooth and unwavering beneath your feet. You pause, allowing your senses to fully absorb the peaceful solitude of this walk. The warmth of the granite, the soft breeze on your skin, the symphony of natural sounds, and the subtle, inviting fragrance. Each element blends into a harmonious whole, preparing you for the tranquil sanctuary ahead. You feel a gentle sense of anticipation, a quiet readiness for the deeper calm that awaits. The path remains warm and welcoming underfoot, a steady guide through the island's quiet beauty. The subtle, calming floral note you sensed on the granite path now deepens, becoming more distinct, drawing you forward. The path ends at a beautifully understated pavilion, crafted from dark, aged teak, and open on three sides to the soft, filtered light of mid-morning. Lush, native ferns spill from carefully placed, oversized granite planters, their fronds a vibrant green against the deep wood. You step from the warm granite path onto a cool, smooth floor of polished, dark riverstone, each pebble meticulously set, feeling wonderfully grounding beneath your bare feet. The air inside the pavilion is immediately cooler, a gentle, refreshing contrast, carrying a profound, exquisite blend of vanilla, ylang-ylang, and a hint of fresh coconut. A quiet, almost imperceptible rustle of fine cotton indicates the presence of your therapist, a serene figure moving with unhurried grace in the periphery. You are gently guided towards a wide, low massage bed, its frame of smooth dark wood supporting a thick, plush cushion. A pristine sheet of finely woven organic cotton, cool and crisp, covers the surface. You carefully remove your light linen tunic, allowing it to fall softly onto a nearby teak bench. The air feels cool against your skin for a moment, before the ambient warmth of the pavilion settles around you. You lie down slowly onto the massage bed, feeling the firm yet yielding support of the cushion beneath your body. The cool, smooth cotton sheet brushes softly against your skin as you arrange yourself, settling onto your front. Your head rests comfortably in a padded cradle, allowing you to look down onto a small, shallow bowl filled with fragrant frangipani blossoms floating in clear, still water. Their delicate, sweet perfume rises gently, mingling with the existing scents in the air. A moment of quiet stillness descends. You feel the soft, steady pressure of your therapist's hands on your shoulders, a light, reassuring touch that invites complete surrender. Then, a small, warm stream of oil is poured onto your upper back, spreading slowly, its temperature perfectly calibrated, neither too hot nor too cool. It feels incredibly smooth, a liquid silk gliding over your skin. The rich, earthy aroma of the island oils intensifies, a soft cloud of fragrance enveloping you. The first strokes begin, long and slow, tracing paths along your shoulders and down your spine. The pressure is firm, yet gentle, precise, and deliberate, coaxing the muscles to release their subtle tension. You feel the warmth of the oil, now thoroughly worked into your skin, creating a sensation of profound comfort and ease. Each movement is fluid, an unhurried rhythm that mirrors the distant, soft lapping of the ocean waves. The only sound is the almost imperceptible whisper of hands on skin, a soft, rhythmic glide that becomes deeply hypnotic. Your breathing deepens, growing slow and even, a quiet exhalation accompanying each releasing stroke. You feel the knots and tightness in your shoulders and back gently begin to unravel, dissolving under the skilled, measured touch. The scent of the oils, warm and comforting, seems to penetrate deeply, soothing not just your skin but your very essence. You are aware of the open air of the pavilion, the soft, dappled light, the distant, muted sounds of the island, all blending into a perfect symphony of tranquility. You surrender completely to the sensation, allowing your thoughts to drift like the frangipani petals in the bowl below. The rhythmic pressure, the enveloping warmth, the subtle lingering scent. Each sensation guides you deeper into a state of profound calm. You feel your muscles soften further, releasing their hold, sinking into the luxurious embrace of the massage bed. The gentle, consistent rhythm of the strokes continues, a steady, calming presence. The profound sense of release from the massage lingers on your skin. The fragrant island oil still a subtle, warm presence. You slowly sit up from the plush massage bed, the fine organic cotton sheet rustling softly as you shift your weight. Your muscles feel deeply relaxed, fluid and yielding, a pleasant contrast to their earlier subtle tension. The gentle, sweet perfume of frangipani blossoms still graces the air, a quiet memory of the spa pavilion. A discreet gesture guides you from the cool, dark river stone floor of the pavilion. You step back onto a narrow, winding path, now made of smooth, warm teak planks, leading you further into a secluded part of the spa grounds. The sunlight filters through a dense canopy of palm fronds and broad, waxy leaves, creating a soft, dappled light that dances gently on the path ahead. The air here is noticeably cooler, a welcome respite from the mid-morning sun, carrying a fresher, more open scent of sea air mixed with distant, sweet tropical blooms. After a few unhurried steps, the path opens onto a small private cabana. It is an open-sided structure, elegantly crafted from light, aged wood, draped with billowy white linen curtains that sway almost imperceptibly with the softest breath of wind. These delicate fabrics diffuse the sunlight, casting a soft, luminous glow within the space, creating an immediate sense of intimate shade and privacy. You step inside, feeling the slightly cooler air brush against your skin, a comforting embrace. Your eyes are immediately drawn to the expansive, uninterrupted view of the turquoise lagoon stretching out before you. The water here is incredibly clear, a mesmerizing gradient of pale aqua near the shore, deepening to a rich, vibrant sapphire further out. You can discern the faint, rippling patterns on the sandy bottom through the translucent water, an almost hypnotic sight. The distant, gentle lapping of the lagoon against the shore is a soft, constant whisper, a rhythmic lullaby that settles around you. You move towards a large, inviting daybed, its frame of smooth, naturally bleached wood supporting a thick, plush mattress. It is covered in soft, cool linen, the color of untouched sand. You sink slowly onto it, feeling the generous cushion yield softly, perfectly conforming to your body. The sensation is one of complete weightlessness, a gentle suspension between the soft fabric and the steady support beneath. You arrange yourself, finding a position of effortless comfort, your limbs feeling wonderfully heavy and relaxed. A small, chilled glass of infused water, garnished with a single slice of starfruit and a sprig of fresh mint, is placed silently on a low teak table beside you. The cool, smooth glass feels refreshing beneath your fingertips. You take a slow, deliberate sip, the water crisp and clean, the subtle flavors of the fruit and herb a delicate, invigorating counterpoint to the lingering warmth of the massage oils on your skin. The coolness of the liquid glides down your throat, a quiet refreshment. You lean back fully, allowing your gaze to drift across the serene expanse of the lagoon. The gentle breeze rustles the linen curtains, creating a soft, rhythmic whispering sound, a natural accompaniment to the distant water. You close your eyes, feeling the soft, diffused light on your eyelids, a warm, gentle presence, the faint, sweet scent of the island, now blended with the subtle mint from your drink, surrounds you. You simply rest, allowing the deep calm to permeate every fiber of your being. Suspended in this moment of perfect tranquility, the soft, rhythmic lapping of the lagoon continues, an endless, soothing cadence. The deep, restorative calm from the cabana slowly lifts, leaving you feeling wonderfully light and refreshed. You stir from the soft daybed, the cool linen whispering as you push yourself upright, your body feeling supple and entirely at ease. The lingering scent of mint and starfruit from your infused water still subtly graces your palate. You rise with unhurried grace, stepping from the cool, shaded interior of the cabana onto a winding path of finely crushed, pale gravel. Each gentle step produces a soft, almost musical crunch beneath your bare feet, a delicate sound that blends with the distant, muted lapping of the lagoon. The sun, now higher in the sky, filters through the dense canopy of trees, creating a mosaic of shifting light and shadow on the path ahead, inviting you deeper into the island's botanical heart. The air here is different, richer, heavy, with the humid breath of the earth and the complex perfumes of countless flowering plants. You notice the air feels slightly thicker, carrying the distinct, earthy scent of damp soil and decaying leaves, a natural and grounding aroma. Towering palms stretch skyward, their massive fronds casting long, elegant shadows, while beneath them, a riot of smaller, vibrant flora creates a lush, green understory. You run your fingertips lightly over the smooth, cool bark of a nearby tree, feeling the subtle textures of its ancient surface. You follow the meandering path, allowing your gaze to wander freely, absorbing the incredible diversity of plant life that thrives in this secluded garden. Each specimen seems to tell a silent story of growth and resilience. You observe the glossy, dark green leaves of native ferns, unfurling with delicate precision, and the intricate patterns of moss clinging to the sides of weathered granite boulders that punctuate the landscape. The muted chirps of unseen insects create a gentle, continuous hum, a quiet symphony of the garden. As you round a gentle curve in the path, a striking flash of color catches your eye, nestled amongst a cluster of broad-leafed plants, clinging to the rough surface of a large, ancient granite outcrop. You slow your steps, drawn by its singular beauty. It is an orchid, unlike any you have ever seen, its petals a breathtaking, almost ethereal shade of deep, velvety purple, edged with a delicate, almost translucent white. The bloom is perfectly formed, each petal a work of natural art, intricate and precise. You approach cautiously, leaning in closer to observe its delicate structure. The air around this particular spot seems to hold a faint, sweet, almost spicy fragrance, unique to this bloom, a subtle invitation to linger. You notice the delicate veins tracing through the purple petals, like fine, silken threads, and the tiny, almost iridescent hairs that adorn its central column. The stem, a slender, resilient green, supports the flower with quiet strength, emerging from a cluster of thick, leathery leaves that anchor it firmly to the granite. You reach out a finger, hesitating for a moment, then gently touch the edge of a petal. It feels incredibly soft, almost like cool, damp silk, yet surprisingly firm, holding its exquisite shape with quiet integrity. The texture is delicate, almost velvety, a subtle pleasure against your skin. You trace the curve of its outer edge, marveling at the intricate precision of nature's design, the subtle variations in color within the deep purple. You withdraw your hand slowly, allowing the profound stillness of this discovery to settle around you. The rare orchid stands as a silent sentinel, a testament to the quiet beauty thriving within this private sanctuary. The soft, sweet fragrance of its bloom continues to drift gently on the air, mingling with the earthy notes of the garden, a tranquil presence. You simply stand, observing its delicate form, feeling a deep sense of peaceful wonder. The delicate, velvety texture of the orchid petal still softly registers on your fingertip as you gently withdraw your hand. The subtle, spicy, sweet fragrance of its bloom continues to linger in the humid air of the botanical garden, a quiet memory. You take one last, unhurried look at its intricate beauty before turning, the soft crunch of crushed gravel beneath your bare feet, marking your slow departure. The winding path, composed of meticulously laid, pale gravel, leads you deeper into a shaded alcove. Here, the canopy of broadleaf trees is particularly dense, filtering the mid-morning sun into soft, diffused patches of light that dance on the undergrowth. The air feels cooler in this secluded spot, carrying the rich, earthy scent of damp soil and the sweet green aroma of thriving foliage. You notice a low, elegantly crafted bench, carved from a single smooth piece of naturally bleached teak, nestled perfectly amongst the ferns. You approach the bench, your steps light, and even on the forgiving gravel. As you draw near, you see a slender crystal carafe and a matching glass, already waiting for you on a small, polished stone plinth beside it. The glass is subtly frosted with condensation, hinting at the cool refreshment within. You gently settle onto the teak bench, feeling the smooth, cool wood beneath your bare skin. It is surprisingly comfortable, ergonomically shaped to support your form, a testament to thoughtful design. The dense leaves around you create a natural, private cocoon, muffling the distant sounds of the island. You reach for the chilled glass, your fingers brushing against the cool, smooth crystal. The distinct, clean aroma of freshly pressed juice rises, a delicate blend of ripe guava and a hint of lime, bright and invigorating. You lift the glass slowly, observing the pale, almost translucent pink hue of the liquid, catching the dappled light. Tiny, almost imperceptible air bubbles cling to the inside of the glass, a sign of its freshness. You bring the glass to your lips, the cool rim a refreshing contrast against your skin. You take a slow, deliberate sip, allowing the subtle sweetness of the guava to unfold on your tongue, followed by a gentle, tangy counterpoint of lime. The juice is incredibly smooth, coating your palate with its pure, natural essence, a clean, crisp taste that invigorates without being overwhelming. You feel the cool liquid glide down your throat, a quiet refreshment that settles gently in your stomach. You lower the glass, placing it softly back onto the cool stone plinth with a faint, almost inaudible click. The lingering taste of the tropical fruit remains, a delicate, sweet memory. You lean back against the smooth teak of the bench, allowing your gaze to drift over the lush, green expanse of the botanical garden before you. The soft rustle of leaves in the gentle breeze creates a consistent, soothing whisper, a natural accompaniment to the quiet hum of unseen insects. You close your eyes for a moment, feeling the diffused warmth of the sun on your face, a gentle caress. The subtle sweetness of the juice, the earthy perfume of the garden, and the soft ambient sounds all blend into a harmonious sense of deep peace. Your body feels completely relaxed, grounded by the smooth wood of the bench, your thoughts drifting as lightly as the dust motes in the filtered sunlight. The quiet murmur of the garden continues around you, an endless, tranquil presence. The subtle sweetness of the guava juice gently fades from your palate as you push yourself from the cool, bleached teak of the garden bench. Your body feels remarkably light, a deep sense of calm settling into your muscles from the morning's quiet indulgences. The crushed gravel path, still warm from the sun, guides your bare feet away from the botanical garden's dense, humid embrace, leading you towards the open expanse of the ocean. The air around you grows subtly clearer with each step, carrying a stronger, purer scent of sea salt as you emerge from the shaded foliage into the brighter, late morning light. The gentle rustle of leaves gives way to the more pronounced rhythmic lapping of waves. You follow a narrow, winding pathway, carefully constructed from smooth gray granite stones, each one perfectly fitted and cool beneath your feet, a welcome contrast to the earlier warmth. This path leads directly to the water's edge, curving gracefully towards a secluded stretch of coastline. Ahead, a private jetty extends gracefully over the turquoise water, crafted from long, polished planks of sustainably sourced dark teak. The wood gleams softly under the sun, a rich, deep brown that contrasts beautifully with the dazzling blue of the ocean. You step onto the first plank, feeling the firm, solid support beneath your bare feet. The wood, slightly warm from the sun, yet smooth and almost silken to the touch. Each step produces a faint, resonant thud, a quiet confirmation of its sturdy construction. You walk slowly along the length of the jetty, allowing your gaze to drift over the incredibly clear water beneath you. The sunlight penetrates deeply, illuminating the sandy bottom with astonishing clarity, revealing every ripple and subtle depression. The water itself is a mesmerizing palette of blues and greens, shifting and shimmering with the gentle movement of the currents. You lean slightly over the edge, resting your hands lightly on the smooth, cool railing, feeling the subtle vibration of the wood as the water gently nudges the pilings below. As you peer into the translucent depths, a sudden flash of vibrant color catches your eye. A school of small iridescent fish, their scales a dazzling array of electric blues, fiery oranges, and shimmering silvers, darts effortlessly through the water just beneath the surface. Their movements are synchronized, a fluid, silent dance, each tiny body reflecting the sunlight in a fleeting, brilliant spark. You watch as they weave between delicate strands of emerald green seaweed, their fins barely stirring the water around them. A larger solitary fish, its body a deep mottled purple, glides slowly past, its broad tail fanning with an almost regal grace. Its scales seem to absorb and then subtly re-emit the light, creating a soft, shifting sheen. You observe the deliberate, unhurried precision of its movements, completely at home in this pristine aquatic world. The gentle gurgle of the water as it laps against the jetty pilings below is the only sound, a constant, soothing accompaniment to the silent ballet unfolding beneath you. You remain leaning over the railing, completely captivated by the effortless beauty of the underwater world. The sunlight continues to dance on the water's surface, creating 1,000 tiny, shimmering diamonds that ripple across your vision. The cool breeze carries the faint, clean scent of the ocean, mingling with the subtle, warm aroma of the sun-baked teak. Your breath is slow and even, your attention fully immersed in the tranquil, silent movements of the fish. You feel a profound sense of connection to this natural, secluded haven. The soft, hypnotic shimmer of the water continues, inviting your gaze to simply rest. The hypnotic dance of iridescent fish beneath the jetty slowly recedes from your awareness as you gently push away from the smooth teak railing. The warmth of the sun-kissed planks feels pleasant underfoot as you make your way back along the private jetty, each soft thud of your steps a quiet rhythm. The vibrant turquoise of the ocean begins to soften, shifting to a deeper, calmer blue as you turn away from its immediate expanse. You follow a winding, shaded path, distinct from the gravel route to the garden, crafted from large, flat stones of dark, cool granite. Each step on the smooth, cool surface offers a grounding contrast to the sun's lingering warmth on your skin. The air here grows subtly heavier, carrying less of the sharp sea salt and more of a dry, subtle scent of aged wood and a faint, sweet vanilla. The path leads you towards a more secluded wing of your villa, where tall, slender windows hint at a quiet, interior space. You step through a wide, arching doorway, the threshold a polished slab of the same dark granite. The immediate change in atmosphere is palpable. The bright, outdoor light softens, diffused by sheer linen curtains that gently sway with an imperceptible internal breeze. The temperature drops by a few degrees, becoming perfectly cool and still. The distant, muted sound of the ocean is now a mere whisper, a soft, constant breath against the outer walls. This is your private library nook, a space of quiet contemplation. Tall, bespoke bookshelves crafted from dark, rich mahogany line the walls, reaching almost to the high, vaulted ceiling. Their polished surfaces reflect the soft, diffused light, creating a warm, inviting glow. The air here carries a distinct, comforting aroma of old paper, fine leather, and a subtle, almost imperceptible hint of beeswax polish, a scent that speaks of quiet stories and collected wisdom. You walk slowly towards a section of shelves, your bare feet making no sound on the thick, hand-woven rug that covers the polished stone floor. Your fingers drift lightly over the leather-bound spines of the books, feeling the subtle ridges and textures of the aged material. Each book feels substantial, a quiet promise of narratives waiting to unfold. You select a volume, its cover a deep forest green, the gilded title slightly worn from gentle handling. The leather feels cool and smooth, with a faint, dry scent of its own. You turn towards a large, inviting armchair, positioned perfectly by one of the tall windows overlooking a quiet stretch of the ocean. The chair is upholstered in a deep, soft linen, the color of a stormy sky, its generous cushions beckoning. You settle into its embrace, feeling the soft fabric yield with a gentle sigh, perfectly conforming to your form. The support is profound, allowing your body to sink into a state of complete, unburdened relaxation. Your head rests comfortably against the soft back, and your arms find natural repose on the broad, cool armrests. You open the book, the pages a heavy, cream-colored paper, slightly rough to the touch. The faint, sweet smell of the paper rises, a subtle invitation. Your eyes trace the elegant serif font, following the lines of text with a gentle, unhurried pace. As you reach the end of a paragraph, your thumb and forefinger lightly grasp the corner of the page. The paper feels dry and crisp, with a subtle, almost imperceptible texture. You turn the page with a slow, deliberate movement, producing a soft, delicate rustle, a whisper that is barely audible above the quiet hum of the room. The gentle sound of the page turning seems to punctuate the stillness of the library, a quiet punctuation in the flow of your thoughts. You continue to read, allowing the words to unfold at their own unhurried pace, feeling the weight of the book in your hands, the subtle texture of each page. The muted light from the window casts a soft, even glow over the text, inviting your eyes to simply rest upon the words. The faint, dry scent of aged paper and fine leather still subtly clings to your fingertips as you gently close the deep green, leather-bound book. The soft linen of the armchair yields as you slowly shift your weight, a quiet sigh of contentment escaping with your breath. The muted sounds of the ocean, a soft, distant whisper, continue their rhythmic presence beyond the tall windows of the library nook. You rise with unhurried grace, the thick, hand-woven rug muffling the soft sound of your bare feet. You place the book carefully back onto its mahogany shelf, feeling the cool, smooth spine settle perfectly into its designated space. The air in the library, cool and still, now feels almost too contained after the morning's expansive views. The gentle pull draws you towards the lighter, more open spaces of the villa. You follow a short, cool corridor, floored with the same polished dark granite as the library, each step a soft, grounding contact. The air gradually brightens, and the distant, sweet perfume of frangipani blossoms begins to reassert itself, a familiar and welcoming note. You find yourself drawn towards a smaller, more intimate section of your private garden, a quiet corner devoted entirely to these fragrant, creamy blooms. Here, the frangipani trees grow in graceful abundance, their branches laden with clusters of perfect waxy flowers. The sun, now a gentle warmth on your skin, filters softly through their broad, green leaves. The ground beneath you is a soft, packed earth, cool and yielding, contrasting with the smooth granite paths. You walk slowly, allowing your gaze to drift over the blossoms, each one a delicate masterpiece of white and pale yellow, their petals unfurling with exquisite precision. The air is thick with their intoxicating, sweet perfume, a scent that seems to deepen with the warmth of the day. You select a cluster of blossoms, their petals a pristine white with a faint buttery yellow center. Your fingers gently trace the smooth, waxy surface of a single flower, feeling its delicate yet firm texture. With a soft, almost imperceptible snap, you carefully detach the stem, taking care not to bruise the tender petals. The sap, a milky white, beads subtly at the broken end, releasing a fresh green note that mingles with the flower's inherent sweetness. You gather a few more, each plucked with the same deliberate care, feeling their cool, delicate weight accumulate in your palm. Carrying the fragrant bouquet, you return to a small, shaded alcove within the villa's main living area. A smooth, polished teak console table stands ready, its surface a deep, rich brown. Upon it rests a magnificent crystal vase, its intricate facets catching the soft, diffused light, creating 1,000 tiny, shimmering reflections. The heavy glass feels cool and substantial as you lift it, its precise weight a comforting presence in your hands. You then gently pour cool, clear water from a waiting pitcher into the vase, hearing the soft, delicate gurgle of the liquid as it fills the vessel. The water settles, perfectly still and translucent. You begin to arrange the frangipani blossoms, one by one. Each stem is carefully placed into the cool water, a faint, soft plink, as it touches the bottom of the crystal vase. You observe how the delicate petals unfurl slightly more in the water, releasing their profound, sweet fragrance into the air of the room. You adjust a stem here, shift a blossom there, ensuring each flower has its own space, its beauty subtly enhanced by its companions. The cool, waxy petals brush lightly against your fingers, a delicate, soothing touch. The arrangement slowly takes shape, a harmonious display of creamy whites and soft yellows, a quiet celebration of the island's natural beauty. The rich, sweet perfume of the frangipani blossoms now gently permeates the air, a subtle, enveloping cloud of fragrance that invites a deep, contented sigh. The delicate perfume of the freshly arranged frangipani blossoms, now quietly settled in their crystal vase, continues to grace the air around you. A profound sense of calm permeates your being, a gentle afterglow from the morning's quiet activity. The mid-afternoon sun, softened by its slow descent, casts long, shifting shadows across the polished teak flooring of your private, open-sided lounge. You move with an unhurried grace towards a low, wide daybed, positioned to capture the gentle sea breeze and the dappled sunlight. Its frame, crafted from smooth, naturally aged driftwood, supports a thick mattress upholstered in a cool, finely woven linen of a muted ocean blue. You settle onto it, feeling the generous cushion yield with a soft sigh, perfectly cradling your body in its gentle embrace. The fabric feels cool and smooth against your skin, a comforting weight as you recline. A small, exquisitely crafted tea service awaits on a low, circular table beside you, carved from a single piece of light, almost translucent coral stone. The surface is cool and subtly textured beneath your fingertips. A delicate porcelain teapot, its surface a pristine white, with a faint, almost invisible floral pattern, rests on a warming tray. A wisp of steam, barely visible, curls gracefully from its spout, carrying the delicate aroma of the infused tea. You reach for the teapot, its handle smooth and cool against your palm. With a slow, deliberate tilt, you pour the amber liquid into a thin-rimmed porcelain cup. The tea flows with a soft, gentle gurgle, a quiet sound that fills the serene afternoon air. The liquid fills the cup, its warmth radiating subtly upwards, releasing a complex, soothing fragrance, a delicate blend of lemongrass, ginger, and a hint of something faintly floral, unique to the island's native herbs. You lift the cup, its fine porcelain almost weightless in your hand. The warmth transfers gently to your fingertips, a comforting presence. You bring it slowly to your lips, inhaling the subtle steam, letting the aromatic vapor fill your senses. The first sip is delicate, a nuanced balance of warmth and flavor. The lemongrass offers a bright, clean note, quickly followed by the gentle, spicy warmth of ginger, leaving a lingering, subtle sweetness on your tongue. The liquid feels smooth and comforting as it glides down your throat, a quiet warmth spreading through your chest. You lower the cup, placing it softly back onto its matching saucer with a barely audible clink. Your gaze drifts towards the open expanse beyond the lounge, where the afternoon sun now filters through the towering fronds of ancient palm trees. Each frond becomes a delicate sieve, breaking the golden light into countless shimmering patterns that dance and shift on the distant, calm surface of the ocean. The rhythmic rustle of these palm fronds, a soft, consistent whisper, blends seamlessly with the faint, far-off murmur of the waves. The air around you is still, yet alive, with the subtle movements of light and shadow. The delicate aroma of the infused tea, now mingling with the sweet frangipani and the clean scent of the sea, creates a rich, layered sensory experience. You feel the gentle warmth of the tea settling within you, a quiet anchor in this tranquil afternoon. Your breath is slow and even, a gentle rise and fall, as you simply observe the quiet unfolding of the day. The rhythmic rustle of the palm fronds continues, a soft, hypnotic lullaby, inviting a deeper sense of peace. The gentle warmth from the infused tea still subtly lingers on your tongue, a delicate memory of lemongrass and ginger, as you slowly push yourself from the soft linen of the daybed. The afternoon sun, now lower in the sky, casts long, soft shadows across the polished teak lounge, and the rhythmic rustle of palm fronds continues its soothing lullaby. A quiet shift in the air, a desire for a different kind of stillness, draws you from this open space. You rise with unhurried grace, your bare feet finding the cool, smooth teak flooring. Each step is almost silent, a soft padding sound that barely disturbs the tranquil air. You move away from the open lounge, leaving behind the immediate embrace of the sea breeze, and step into a cooler, more enclosed section of the villa. The transition is subtle, marked by a slight drop in temperature and a more contained quality to the air. Here, the light is softer, diffused by tall, narrow windows that frame glimpses of verdant foliage rather than the expansive ocean. This area of the villa, a dedicated study, is imbued with a quiet, scholarly elegance. The walls are lined with bespoke cabinetry, crafted from a deep, rich mahogany that has been polished to a profound, almost liquid sheen. The smooth coolness of the polished wood is immediately apparent as your fingertips lightly brush against a cabinet door, tracing the delicate, almost imperceptible grain of the aged timber. The air in this room carries a refined aroma, a comforting blend of old paper, the faint, dry scent of leather, and a subtle, sweet undertone of the wood itself, warmed by the day. You walk slowly towards one of the magnificent mahogany bookshelves, its shelves filled with a curated collection of volumes. The books are arranged with an understated precision, their spines a rich tapestry of colors, deep maroons, forest greens, muted blues, and classic browns. Each one a silent invitation. The midday light, filtered through the high windows, catches the occasional glint of gold lettering on a particularly old or cherished binding, a subtle sparkle against the darker wood. You pause before the shelves, allowing your gaze to drift along the rows, taking in the titles, the different sizes and textures of the books. Your fingers, cool and sensitive, reach out and gently brush against the spines, feeling the variations in material. Some are smooth, aged leather, worn soft by time and touch. Others are crisp, linen-bound, with a subtle, tactile roughness. You feel the cool, firm resistance of each spine as your fingertips glide past, a quiet exploration of the collection. Your attention settles on a particular volume, its cover a deep, almost indigo blue, bound in a fine, slightly textured cloth. The title, embossed in a subtle silver, feels cool and smooth beneath your thumb. You grasp the book, feeling its pleasing weight, substantial, yet not heavy, as you gently pull it from the shelf. The soft, almost imperceptible thump of the book, as it separates from its neighbors, is the only sound, a quiet punctuation in the stillness of the room. You hold the book for a moment, letting its presence settle in your hands. The cool, firm cover, the subtle scent of its pages, a blend of old ink and dry paper, fills your senses. The smooth coolness of the polished wood of the shelf remains a gentle memory on your fingertips. You turn the book over, feeling the subtle texture of the cloth, the precise corners, a quiet appreciation for its craftsmanship. The air around you is perfectly still, silent save for the very distant, muted murmur of the ocean, a soft, consistent backdrop to the quiet activity of the study. You simply hold the book, a new narrative waiting to unfold in the tranquil afternoon. The cool, smooth cover of the indigo blue book rests lightly in your hands, its subtle weight a comforting presence. The refined aroma of aged paper and polished mahogany still lingers in the quiet study, but a gentle pull towards the softening light of the late afternoon draws you away. You carefully place the book onto a nearby low teak table, its surface a deep, rich brown, with a soft, almost imperceptible thud. You step from the cool, hard granite floor of the study onto a path of worn, smooth teak planks, each plank feeling pleasantly warm beneath your bare feet. The air immediately feels softer, infused with the subtle, sweet scent of distant blossoms carried on a gentle breeze. The path leads you from the enclosed quiet of the study towards a more open, yet still private, section of your villa's grounds. Here, the sun, now lower in the sky, filters through the dense canopy of ancient palm trees, painting the ground in shifting patterns of golden light and long, soft shadows. Ahead, a secluded daybed awaits, nestled beneath the overarching fronds of a massive breadfruit tree. Its frame, artfully woven from thick, natural rattan, offers a robust yet organic embrace. Plush, oversized cushions, covered in a cool, finely woven linen the color of pale sand, invite you to recline. You approach with unhurried steps, the gentle rustle of leaves above a soft, continuous whisper. You settle onto the daybed, feeling the generous cushions yield slowly, conforming perfectly to the contours of your body. The linen fabric feels cool and smooth against your skin, a comforting weight as you stretch out, your limbs feeling wonderfully heavy and relaxed. Your head sinks into a soft, supportive pillow, allowing your gaze to drift effortlessly upwards, tracing the intricate patterns of sunlight filtering through the broad green leaves above. The air around you is still, yet alive, with the subtle movements of light and shadow, creating a dynamic, yet profoundly peaceful, visual. The distant, rhythmic murmur of the ocean is a constant, soothing presence, a soft, deep hum that has become the island's natural heartbeat. This blends with the gentle, almost imperceptible rustle of the palm fronds, a continuous, soft 90, 90, 90, 90, 90 sauce that seems to encourage deeper relaxation. You close your eyes for a moment, letting the diffused warmth of the afternoon sun rest gently on your eyelids, painting the inside of your vision with soft, shifting oranges and yellows. Then, a distinct sound, sharp and clear, pierces the gentle ambient symphony. It is the distant, piercing call of a tropic bird, a high-pitched, almost ethereal shriek that echoes briefly across the open air before fading into the vastness. The sound is unique, a wild, untamed note that speaks of soaring heights and endless skies. You imagine the bird, a flash of pure white, its long, elegant tail streamers trailing behind it as it arcs gracefully against the clear, blue canvas of the late afternoon sky, far above the granite peaks. The call repeats, a little further away this time, a slightly softer, more drawn-out cry that seems to carry on the very breath of the wind. It is a lonely yet beautiful sound, a reminder of the raw, untamed nature that thrives just beyond your cultivated sanctuary. You feel the sound resonate subtly within your chest, a gentle vibration that slowly dissipates, leaving behind only the profound stillness of the air. Your breathing deepens, becoming slow and even, a quiet rise and fall that mirrors the gentle rhythm of the distant ocean. You open your eyes, allowing your gaze to soften, unfocused, across the verdant landscape. The sun continues its slow descent, its golden light beginning to deepen, painting the leaves in richer, more profound greens. The lingering echo of the tropic bird's call, a faint, beautiful memory, seems to hang in the air, inviting your thoughts to drift and dissipate. The lingering echo of the tropic bird's call, a faint, beautiful memory, gently dissipates as you slowly push yourself from the soft linen of the daybed. The late afternoon sun, now a deeper gold, casts long, tranquil shadows, and the rhythmic rustle of palm fronds continues its soothing whisper. A quiet awareness of the approaching evening draws you from this open, shaded space. You rise with unhurried grace, your bare feet finding the warm, smooth teak planks that lead from the daybed. Each step is soft and deliberate, a quiet padding sound that barely disturbs the serene air. You move away from the dense foliage, following a gentle curve of the path that leads back towards the main open-air living pavilion of your villa. The air here grows subtly warmer, a gentle embrace as the day's heat slowly begins to soften. You step onto the cool, polished marble floor of the living pavilion, a familiar and grounding sensation beneath your feet. The vast, open sides of the pavilion invite the gentle evening breeze to flow through, stirring the sheer white linen curtains that frame the expansive views. These fabrics sway with a delicate, almost imperceptible rhythm, creating a soft whispering sound that blends seamlessly with the distant, muted murmur of the ocean. The light here is soft and diffused, a warm golden glow that bathes the space in an ethereal calm. A new scent now begins to unfurl on the gentle breeze, delicate yet distinct. It is the profound, sweet perfume of jasmine, a fragrant whisper that drifts through the open-air pavilion, subtle at first, then deepening with each passing moment. You take a slow, deep breath, allowing the intoxicating aroma to fill your lungs, a clean, sweet fragrance that seems to cleanse and calm your entire being. You imagine the tiny, star-shaped blossoms hidden in the twilight, releasing their potent perfume into the softening air. You walk towards a grouping of low, wide sofas, their frames crafted from a dark, smooth local wood, upholstered in a cool, natural linen the color of pale moonlight. You settle onto one, feeling the generous cushions yield slowly, perfectly conforming to your body. The fabric feels soft and cool against your skin, a comforting texture as you recline, allowing your limbs to relax completely. Your head rests against a plush pillow, and your gaze drifts effortlessly outwards, towards the darkening horizon. The gentle breeze continues to flow through the pavilion, a soft, consistent caress against your skin. Each subtle movement of air carries the jasmine scent, sometimes stronger, sometimes fading, to a mere suggestion, a playful dance of fragrance. You feel the fine hairs on your arms stir lightly with the breeze, a delicate, almost imperceptible sensation. The sheer linen curtains billow and fall with a rhythmic grace, creating soft, rustling sounds that blend with the distant, lulling whisper of the waves. The light outside the pavilion is slowly deepening, the golden hues of late afternoon giving way to softer, more muted tones of lavender and rose as the sun dips closer to the horizon. The vast expanse of the ocean reflects these changing colors, its surface a shifting canvas of serene beauty. You close your eyes for a moment, letting the gentle breeze wash over your face, carrying the sweet, profound scent of jasmine, a quiet invitation to stillness. Your breathing deepens, becoming slow and even, a quiet rise and fall that mirrors the gentle rhythm of the ocean and the soft sway of the curtains. The delicate, sweet aroma of jasmine surrounds you, a comforting, enveloping presence that seems to soothe every thought. You simply rest, cradled by the soft cushions, completely at peace within the gentle, fading light of the evening, surrounded by the subtle, fragrant breath of the island. The soft, enveloping perfume of jasmine still graces the air, a comforting presence around you as you lie reclined on the wide, linen-covered daybed. The late afternoon light, now a gentle, fading gold, bathes the open-air living pavilion, painting the polished teak and cool marble in tranquil hues. A profound sense of ease settles deeply within your muscles, a lingering warmth from the day's gentle rhythms. The generous cushions beneath you continue to yield, cradling your form in their soft embrace. Your limbs feel wonderfully heavy, completely supported by the cool, smooth linen that brushes against your skin, a delicate friction that is barely perceptible. You feel the subtle shift of the fabric as you make a small, unconscious adjustment, allowing your body to sink even deeper into the plush comfort. The air around you is still, yet a soft, consistent breeze continues to flow through the open sides of the pavilion, a gentle caress against your exposed skin. Your gaze drifts effortlessly towards the expansive view beyond the pavilion, where the vast Indian Ocean stretches out, an endless canvas of shifting colors. The golden light of the setting sun is beginning its slow transformation, painting the water's surface with ever-deepening shades of lavender, soft rose, and muted indigo. The horizon, once a sharp line, now blurs into a soft, ethereal transition between sea and sky, an indistinguishable blend of profound blues. High above the distant horizon, a scattering of clouds begins its slow, unhurried dance, their vast, billowy formations, their undersides illuminated by the last direct rays of the sun, glowing with soft, peach-colored light that seems to emanate from within. You watch as one particularly large cloud, shaped like a gentle, elongated feather, drifts almost imperceptibly across the sky, its edges softening and blurring with each passing moment. The intricate wisps of vapor at its periphery slowly dissipate, only to be subtly reformed by the unseen currents of the upper atmosphere. The movement is so gradual, so serene, that it feels less like motion and more like a quiet unfolding. Patches of light from these clouds reflect briefly on the ocean's surface, creating fleeting patches of brighter blue amidst the deepening evening colors. These transient reflections shimmer for a moment, then fade, replaced by new ones, a silent, continuous interplay between the sky and the sea. The overall effect is one of profound, unhurried change, a natural masterpiece playing out before you with unceasing grace. The gentle breeze continues its soft caress, stirring the sheer linen curtains that frame the pavilion, creating a rhythmic, delicate whisper. These light fabrics billow inwards, then fall back with a soft sigh, their movement a visual echo of the clouds above. This delicate rustle blends seamlessly with the distant, consistent murmur of the ocean, a deep, lulling sound that has become a constant, comforting presence since morning. The air carries the lingering sweet hint of jasmine, a subtle perfume that harmonizes with the cool, clean scent of the approaching evening, a quiet invitation to stillness. You simply watch the slow, silent ballet of the clouds, their forms gently shifting, dissolving, and reforming against the vast, darkening sky. Each moment feels suspended, an invitation to quiet contemplation, as the soft, ethereal light continues to fade, painting the horizon in ever deeper, tranquil hues. Your breath is slow and even, perfectly attuned to the unhurried rhythms of the passing day, as you sink deeper into the soft cushions, completely at peace within this quiet, enveloping scene. The last golden hues of the setting sun paint the distant clouds in soft, ethereal shades, a quiet farewell to the day. You slowly push yourself from the deep comfort of the linen-covered daybed, the subtle scent of jasmine still lingering in the gentle evening air. The rhythmic whisper of palm fronds continues its soothing cadence, but a refreshing coolness now calls to you from within the villa's elegant interior. You rise with unhurried grace, your bare feet finding the warm, smooth teak planks that led from the open-air pavilion. Each step is soft and deliberate, a quiet padding sound that barely disturbs the serene air. You move away from the expansive views, leaving behind the direct embrace of the evening breeze, and step into a more enclosed, yet still airy, section of your villa. The transition is subtle, marked by a slight drop in temperature and a more contained quality to the ambient sounds. Here, the light is softer, diffused by tall, narrow windows that frame glimpses of verdant, darkening foliage rather than the vast ocean. The familiar, cool marble floor welcomes your feet, a grounding sensation after the warmth of the teak. You find yourself in a small, impeccably designed service area, adjacent to the main lounge, a space of understated functionality. The counter, a long, smooth slab of deep, cool granite, stretches before you, reflecting the soft, indirect lighting from a hidden source above. Its surface is immaculate, a testament to careful maintenance. A faint, clean aroma of citrus and polished wood hangs in the air, a subtle invitation. On the counter, a collection of pristine glassware gleams, each piece catching the soft light. Your fingers drift over the crystal-clear glasses, finally selecting a tall, slender one, its heavy base feeling cool and solid in your hand. The crystal is perfectly smooth, its polished surface inviting to the touch. You place it gently on the granite counter with a soft, almost imperceptible turn. Beside it, a small, polished silver bowl holds several perfectly ripe, vibrant green limes, their skins taut and glossy. You pick one up, feeling its firm, smooth curve, the faint, clean scent of citrus already beginning to awaken your senses. A bottle of artisanal lime cordial, its liquid, a pale, translucent green, stands ready, its heavy glass stopper catching the light. You reach for the elegant, brushed steel ice bucket nearby. Lifting its lid reveals a pristine collection of perfectly formed ice cubes, each one a clear, solid block. The metallic shimmer of the bucket is cool to the touch. You select 3 cubes, their edges sharp and distinct, feeling their intense cold against your fingertips for a fleeting moment. As you drop them, one by one, into the tall glass, they create a series of delicate, resonant clinks, a crisp, clear sound that echoes softly in the quiet space. The ice settles, forming a crystalline base at the bottom of the glass, a promise of refreshing coolness. You pick up the bottle of lime cordial, its glass cool and smooth. With a slow, steady hand, you pour a precise measure into the glass. The viscous liquid, a translucent, pale green, flows with a soft, almost syrupy gurgle, coating the ice cubes in a delicate, sweet-tart film. A fresh, bright scent of concentrated lime rises, mingling with the subtle chill from the ice. Then, from a slender, chilled carafe of sparkling water, you add the effervescent liquid. It hisses softly as it meets the cordial and ice, creating a gentle, lively fizz. A subtle, continuous whisper of bubbles rising to the surface. The mixture swirls, a delicate dance of green and clear. You take a small, sharp paring knife, its blade thin and precise, from a nearby wooden block. With a careful, unhurried motion, you slice a thin, perfect wheel from the lime you had selected earlier. The clean, sharp scent of fresh lime zest bursts into the air, bright and invigorating. The perfectly chilled lime cordial, its surface still faintly fizzing, rests cool and substantial in your hand. The last delicate clinks of ice within the crystal glass gently dissipate into the quiet hum of the villa's service area. The bright, invigorating scent of fresh lime, a sharp, clean counterpoint to the lingering jasmine, awakens your senses as the day slowly yields to evening. You turn. The smooth, cool granite of the counter, a fleeting memory beneath your fingertips. Your bare feet find the familiar, slightly warmer grip of the teak decking, each plank a smooth, wide expanse that leads you with silent purpose towards the open terrace. The air shifts subtly as you move, losing the contained coolness of the service area, gaining the soft, expansive warmth of the evening breeze. A faint, distant murmur of the ocean, a deep, rhythmic sigh, grows steadily more present with each unhurried step. The light outside is a profound, soft twilight, painting the sky in deep indigos and muted purples. Ahead, the expansive terrace stretches, framed by the familiar ancient granite boulders that define your private sanctuary. Nestled perfectly to embrace the fading light is a long, low sofa, its frame crafted from robust, naturally weathered driftwood. Thick, generous cushions, upholstered in a cool, finely woven linen, the color of undisturbed sand, invite you to recline. You approach, your gaze sweeping over the inviting expanse, feeling the soft, consistent breeze gently caress your skin. You settle onto the sofa, feeling the ample cushions yield slowly, with a soft, almost imperceptible sigh, perfectly conforming to the contours of your body. The linen fabric feels exquisitely cool against your bare arms and legs, a refreshing sensation after the day's warmth. It is smooth yet possesses a subtle, natural texture, a delicate friction that is wonderfully grounding. You adjust yourself, allowing your limbs to spread out, feeling the full, profound support of the deep cushions as your muscles release their last vestiges of tension. Your head sinks into a soft, plush pillow, and your shoulders relax completely. You lift the tall glass of lime cordial, the cool crystal pressing against your lips. The effervescent fizz of the sparkling water tickles your tongue for a fleeting moment, followed by the bright, clean tang of the fresh lime, a vibrant burst of flavor that invigorates your palate. A subtle, natural sweetness balances the tartness, a quiet refreshment that glides smoothly down your throat, leaving a crisp, clean sensation. As you lower the glass, the ice cubes within clink softly, a delicate, rhythmic sound that blends seamlessly with the ambient tranquility. Your gaze drifts outwards beyond the edge of the terrace to where the vast Indian Ocean meets the darkening sky. The last faint blush of sunset has dissolved, leaving behind a deep, velvety indigo, almost black, overhead. Already the first few, impossibly bright stars begin to prick through the deepening twilight, tiny diamonds scattered across the immense canvas. The distant murmur of the ocean is now a more prominent, lulling presence, its consistent rhythm a comforting backdrop to the quiet evening. The gentle breeze continues to flow, a soft, consistent caress against your skin, stirring the sheer linen curtains that frame the terrace. They billow softly inwards, then fall back with a delicate whoosh, their movement a visual echo of the profound stillness. The lingering, sweet hint of jasmine, carried on this same breeze, mingles with the clean, cool scent of the sea air, creating a rich, layered perfume that surrounds you. Your breathing deepens, becoming slow and even, perfectly attuned to the unhurried rhythms of the island night. You simply rest, cradled by the soft, cool linen, completely at peace within this quiet, enveloping scene, the gentle clinking of ice, a soft, reassuring cadence. The first soft light of dawn now gently replaces the deep indigo of the night sky, slowly erasing the last bright stars. You stir from the profound comfort of the linen-covered terrace sofa, the cool fabric, a pleasant memory against your skin. The air, still fresh and cool from the night, carries the clean, invigorating scent of the ocean, a soft, constant breath. You rise with unhurried grace, your bare feet finding the familiar, smooth teak decking, now cool from the pre-dawn hours. Each step is soft and deliberate, a quiet padding sound as you move from the open terrace. The path leads you directly towards the private stretch of beach, the transition marked by the delicate crunch of fine, pale sand underfoot. The sand feels cool and soft beneath your soles, yielding gently with each step, still retaining the coolness of the night before the sun fully warms it. The gentle lapping of the waves against the shore is a soft, rhythmic whisper, a consistent lullaby that has accompanied your sleep. The early morning light, a soft, pearlescent glow, bathes the pristine white sand, highlighting the subtle undulations left by the receding tide. You walk slowly along the water's edge, allowing your gaze to drift over the countless tiny treasures deposited by the ocean. Small fragments of coral, polished smooth by the waves, gleam faintly. Your eyes scan the intricate patterns of the sand, tracing the delicate lines where the water has retreated. Then, a distinct shape, a subtle curve amidst the uniform grains catches your attention. It is a shell, half buried, its intricate form hinting at something rare. You bend slowly, your fingers extending towards the object. The sand around it feels slightly damp and cool. Your fingertips make contact with the shell, its surface surprisingly smooth and cool, yet with a faint, almost imperceptible roughness that speaks of its natural origin. You gently dislodge it from the soft sand, feeling its delicate weight, lighter than expected, as you lift it into the palm of your hand. The cool, clean scent of the ocean, faintly saline, seems to emanate from its surface. You hold it, turning it slowly, allowing the soft morning light to illuminate its form. It is a rare conch, its spiral a marvel of natural engineering. Its exterior is a muted blend of creamy whites and soft, sandy browns, with delicate bands of faint, almost shimmering pink. You bring the shell closer, holding it gently between your thumb and forefinger, feeling the cool, smooth curve of its larger body. Your other index finger begins to trace the intricate patterns that adorn its surface. You follow the delicate, raised ridges that spiral outwards from its apex, each one a subtle line, a testament to countless years of growth. The ridges feel smooth yet distinct beneath your fingertip, a faint, almost imperceptible friction as you follow their winding path. You notice the tiny, almost microscopic grooves etched into the surface between the larger ridges, a network of fine, delicate lines that create an even finer texture. You trace the opening of the shell, its lip a smooth, polished curve, feeling the subtle coolness of its interior. The edge is surprisingly delicate, yet firm. You turn the shell slightly, allowing the light to catch the deeper, richer hues within its aperture. A faint, almost iridescent blush of peach and soft gold. You bring the shell closer to your ear, tilting it slightly. A faint, almost imperceptible whisper of the ocean's distant breath seems to emanate from its hollow interior. A soft, continuous hum that is more felt than heard. A quiet memory of the deep. The light continues to soften, highlighting the subtle variations in its surface. You hold the rare seashell, its intricate patterns, a silent story in your palm, feeling its cool, smooth presence. The soft, rhythmic lapping of the waves continues its gentle cadence, a constant, soothing backdrop to the quiet wonder of this morning discovery. The cool, intricate shell, a silent testament to the morning's quiet discovery, now rests gently on a polished surface within your villa. The sun, having climbed to its midday peak, begins its slow descent, its warmth deepening, gently drawing you towards a moment of afternoon repose. You feel the lingering coolness of the shell on your fingertips, a brief contrast to the rising ambient temperature. You rise slowly from your earlier position, the soft, fine sand of the beach still clinging faintly to the soles of your bare feet, a delicate, almost powdery texture. Each deliberate step across the pale teak decking feels pleasantly warm, almost radiating the sun's gathered heat from its smooth, aged surface. The wide, smooth planks meticulously laid guide you with a quiet purpose towards a more secluded area of your private garden, a haven specifically designed for afternoon tranquility. The air here, though still carrying a faint, clean hint of sea salt, is now noticeably richer with the sweet, humid breath of tropical foliage, a subtle, enveloping perfume that shifts from the open expanse of the beach. You feel the subtle, almost imperceptible texture of the aged wood beneath your soles, each grain a faint, grounding presence that connects you to the island's natural materials. The sun, though no longer directly overhead, casts a warm golden glow, filtering in soft, diffused patches through the dense, overarching canopy of leaves above, creating a serene, dappled light on the path ahead. The distant rhythmic murmur of the ocean slowly begins to recede, replaced by the closer, softer sounds of the garden. Ahead, a wide, exquisitely woven hammock, crafted from robust, sun-bleached rope, stretches invitingly between two ancient, gnarled breadfruit trees. Its heavy cotton weave, a natural, unbleached cream, appears wonderfully soft, promising deep comfort. The hammock sways almost imperceptibly with the gentlest whisper of the afternoon breeze, a slow, hypnotic movement. You approach, your fingers lightly brushing against the cool, soft fibers of the thick rope, feeling the intricate, tactile pattern of its weave. With a slow, deliberate movement, you carefully settle into the hammock, allowing its generous expanse to gently cradle your entire body. The sturdy ropes creak faintly, a soft, almost musical sound that is immediately reassuring, as the resilient fabric slowly molds to the precise contours of your form. The woven cotton feels exquisitely cool and smooth against your skin, offering a delicate friction that is wonderfully grounding, a soft embrace from the natural fibers. Your head finds a natural, deeply comfortable resting place in the soft, yielding curve of the hammock's edge, and your limbs relax completely, spreading out with an effortless ease, suspended in a profound state of weightlessness and perfect balance. The sun's warmth, now a soft, enveloping presence, filters through the dense, broad, waxy leaves of the breadfruit trees directly above you. It falls in ever-shifting, dappled patterns across your exposed skin, creating intricate mosaics of light and shadow that dance gently with the subtle, slow sway of the hammock. You feel a gentle, consistent warmth on your arms, your legs, your face, a soothing, pervasive caress that permeates your very being, sinking deep into your muscles. It is not an intense, direct heat, but rather a subtle, pervasive comfort, like a finely woven, warm blanket settling softly over you, inviting deep relaxation. You close your eyes, allowing the soft, golden glow to rest gently on your eyelids, the diffused light painting the inside of your vision with shifting, tranquil oranges and yellows. A serene, internal light show that slowly guides your focus inward. The distant, rhythmic murmur of the ocean, now a soft, deep hum, continues its constant, unwavering presence, a natural, lulling backdrop to your afternoon repose. The first soft light of the new morning now gently fills your villa, a pale, pearlescent glow that slowly displaces the deep indigo of the night. You stir from the profound comfort of your bed, the fine Egyptian cotton sheets whispering softly against your skin as you make a small, unconscious adjustment. The mattress beneath you yields with a subtle, comforting sigh, retaining the faint imprint of your form for a moment before slowly expanding back to its perfect smoothness. The air, still cool from the pre-dawn hours, carries a clean, fresh scent, a subtle blend of sea salt and the faint, sweet perfume of distant frangipani blossoms. As you slowly awaken, a soft, consistent sound begins to register in the quiet stillness of the villa. It is a gentle, rhythmic swish, a hushed, almost melodic whisper that seems to emanate from the polished granite floors in the adjacent living area. The sound is not intrusive, but rather a steady, soothing cadence, a quiet punctuation in the otherwise profound calm of the early morning. You recognize it as the quiet activity of the house attendant, a subtle assurance of care and order within your private sanctuary. You push back the cool sheets with an unhurried movement, allowing your bare feet to find the familiar, cool touch of the polished wood floor beside your bed. Each grain of the timber feels smooth and grounding beneath your soles. You pause there, allowing the last tendrils of sleep to dissipate, the distant, rhythmic breath of the ocean, a constant, deep hum beyond the villa walls. The rhythmic swish of the cleaning continues, a gentle, almost hypnotic presence. With unhurried grace you rise, the lightweight linen robe, draped over a nearby chaise longue, feeling cool and crisp as you draw it around you. The fabric settles, a reassuring weight on your shoulders, and you secure it with a soft knot at your waist. You walk slowly towards the archway that connects your sleeping area to the main living pavilion. Your steps are silent on the thick hand-woven rug that transitions from the wooden floor to the cool, expansive granite. From the threshold, you observe the attendant. Their movements are quiet and efficient, a study in unhurried precision. They glide across the vast, polished granite floor, guiding a wide, soft-bristled mop with long, even strokes. The mop itself is made of a fine, natural fiber, barely damp, leaving no trace of moisture, only a renewed, subtle sheen. The rhythmic swish of the mop against the cool, smooth granite is perfectly consistent, a soft, almost imperceptible friction that creates a deeply calming sound. A continuous, gentle hush. The granite floor, a pale, almost silvery gray with subtle, dark veins, reflects the soft morning light in long, diffused streaks, deepening to a liquid sheen as the mop passes over it. You notice the way the light catches the tiny, natural imperfections in the stone, highlighting the raw, authentic beauty of the material even as it is meticulously cleaned. A faint, clean scent, a subtle blend of fresh air, and a delicate, almost imperceptible herbal essence from the cleaning solution now quietly fills the air, mingling with the sweet frangipani. The attendant moves with a quiet, focused grace, their presence peripheral, never demanding attention. Their uniform, a light, crisp linen, moves softly with each sweep, a barely audible rustle that integrates seamlessly into the ambient calm. The sweeping motion is repetitive, a slow, steady arc, back and forth, covering the expansive floor with an unwavering rhythm. Each stroke is deliberate, ensuring every inch of the cool, solid granite receives its gentle polish. You simply stand there, observing the quiet ballet of cleanliness, feeling the cool, polished granite under the thick rug beneath your bare feet. The rhythmic swish of the mop, a soft, consistent sound, seems to resonate gently within you, a quiet assurance of care and order. The last, faint swish of the house attendant's mop, a soft, receding whisper, now completely fades into the quiet stillness of the early morning. The polished granite floors of the living pavilion, cool and pristine, gleam with a renewed, subtle sheen in the soft, diffused light. A sense of profound order and tranquility settles over the villa, a quiet testament to the meticulous care. You turn from the archway, allowing your bare feet to find the familiar, cool embrace of the polished granite. Each step is silent, a soft grounding contact against the smooth, unyielding stone. The air, still carrying a faint, clean essence of the delicate herbal cleaning solution, now subtly shifts, becoming richer, more humid, and infused with the deep, earthy perfume of thriving foliage. This draws you away from the expansive views of the ocean, towards the more sheltered, verdant heart of your private sanctuary. You follow a short, winding passage, its walls adorned with panels of dark, aged teak, their surfaces smooth and cool to the touch. The light here is softer, dappled, filtering through unseen openings above, creating shifting patterns of light and shadow on the polished granite floor. The distant rhythmic murmur of the ocean is now almost completely absorbed, replaced by a closer, more intimate symphony of natural sounds. The passage opens into a secluded, open-air courtyard, a serene oasis enclosed by the villa's wings and towering, ancient granite boulders. Here, the air is noticeably cooler, a refreshing contrast to the sun's gentle warmth already beginning to gather outside. Lush, native ferns spill from oversized, rough-hewn granite planters, their fronds a vibrant, deep green against the pale, natural stone. The ground beneath you is a continuation of the same cool, polished granite, extending seamlessly throughout the space. In the center of this tranquil courtyard, a circular water feature captures your gaze. It is carved from a single immense piece of dark, polished granite, its surface a deep, almost liquid black that reflects the dappled light with profound stillness. The rim of the basin is wide and smooth, a cool, inviting edge. From its very heart, a gentle, almost imperceptible stream of water rises, forming a perfectly rounded dome that softly breaks, sending tiny, delicate ripples outwards across the surface. You approach the water feature, your steps slow and deliberate on the cool granite. Your fingers lightly trace the wide, smooth rim of the basin, feeling the intense coolness of the polished stone beneath your touch. It is utterly smooth, without a single imperfection, a testament to masterful craftsmanship. As your fingers reach the edge, you feel a subtle, almost imperceptible vibration, the faint, steady hum of the water's gentle flow from within the granite. You lean closer, allowing your gaze to fall upon the surface of the water. The ripples emanate outwards with a perfect, mesmerizing symmetry, each one expanding slowly, silently, before gently dissipating at the basin's edge. The sound is a soft, continuous bubbling, a quiet, rhythmic gurgle that is both consistent and deeply soothing. It is not a rush or a splash, but a gentle, almost meditative murmur, a constant, low-volume presence that fills the courtyard with its tranquil melody. The air around the water feature is subtly cooler, carrying a faint, clean scent of fresh, mineral water, mingling with the deep, earthy aroma of the damp soil and verdant plants. You close your eyes for a moment, allowing the soft, rhythmic bubbling to wash over your senses, a gentle, continuous sound that seems to quiet all thought. Your breathing deepens, becoming slow and even, perfectly attuned to the unhurried rhythm of the water. You simply stand, absorbed in the profound stillness, feeling the cool granite beneath your bare feet, and the subtle, continuous flow of the water. The gentle, rhythmic bubbling of the granite water feature continues its soft, lulling murmur, a constant presence in the tranquil courtyard. The early morning light, still soft and diffused, bathes the polished stone and verdant foliage in a serene glow. A deep sense of peace settles around you, a quiet harmony with the villa's awakening. You slowly push yourself from the cool, polished granite rim of the water feature, your bare feet finding the smooth, unyielding stone beneath you. Each step is silent, a soft, grounding contact against the cool surface. The air, still carrying the faint, clean scent of fresh mineral water and the earthy perfume of the garden, now subtly shifts. A new, more complex aroma begins to unfurl, a delicate blend of fresh herbs, ripe fruit, and a faint, savory undertone, gently drawing you indoors. You follow a short, cool corridor, its walls lined with panels of dark, aged teak, their surfaces smooth and cool to the touch. The light here is softer, more contained, filtering through unseen sources above. The distant rhythmic murmur of the ocean and the gentle bubbling of the water feature slowly recede, replaced by closer, more intimate sounds. These are hushed, subtle sounds, emanating from the villa's private kitchen, a quiet choreography of preparation. You approach a wide, arching doorway, framed by the same rich teak, which leads into the kitchen. The space is a study in understated elegance and precise functionality. Counters of cool, pale granite stretch in immaculate expanse, reflecting the soft, even light from integrated fixtures above. State-of-the-art appliances gleam with brushed stainless steel, their surfaces pristine and quiet. The air here is clean and cool, carrying the intricate, evolving aromas of fresh ingredients. From the threshold, you observe your private chef. Their movements are a testament to quiet efficiency and practiced grace, a fluid dance of preparation. They're focused, their presence peripheral, never intrusive. You notice the soft, rhythmic shout of a knife against a polished wooden cutting board, a delicate, almost musical sound that is perfectly consistent. It is the sound of finely diced vegetables, each cut with precision, a quiet, rhythmic pulse in the serene kitchen. A delicate, almost imperceptible sizzle emanates from a distant stovetop, a soft, brief whisper of heat meeting a subtle ingredient. This sound is quickly followed by the faint, gentle clink of a porcelain bowl against the granite counter as the chef carefully transfers a prepared ingredient. The sound is light, precise, and contained, a quiet punctuation in the otherwise hushed activity. You catch a new aroma, a delicate blend of freshly chopped coriander and a hint of sweet mango rising subtly from a nearby bowl, mingling with the existing scents. The chef turns, their movements flowing, to a large, clear glass pitcher filled with sparkling water. You hear the soft, smooth glug-glug of the water as it is poured into a delicate crystal glass, a clean, refreshing sound. Then, a few ice cubes are added, producing a series of soft, crystalline clinks as they settle. The sounds are consistent, unhurried, a quiet symphony of careful preparation. You continue to observe the quiet ballet of the kitchen, feeling the cool, polished granite under your bare feet. The hushed sounds, the subtle aromas, the graceful movements, each element blends into a harmonious whole, a quiet assurance of care and comfort. Your breathing deepens, becoming slow and even, perfectly attuned to the unhurried rhythms of the villa's heart. The gentle, repetitive sounds, a continuous, soft hush of culinary artistry, guide your thoughts to a state of profound, settled calm, a peaceful anticipation of a light, fresh lunch. The hushed sounds of culinary artistry from your private chef, the soft theater of the knife, the gentle sizzle, now slowly recede into the quiet stillness of the villa kitchen. The delicate aroma of fresh coriander and sweet mango, a quiet promise of a light lunch, lingers pleasantly in the cool, clean air. A deep sense of peaceful anticipation settles around you, a quiet harmony with the villa's serene rhythm. You turn from the archway, allowing your bare feet to find the familiar, cool embrace of the polished granite floor. Each step is silent, a soft, grounding contact against the smooth, unyielding stone. As you move from the kitchen, the subtle, evolving aromas of lunch preparations begin to intertwine with a new, distinct fragrance, one that is profoundly comforting and warmly inviting. It is a rich, yeasty scent, subtly sweet, carrying the unmistakable promise of freshly baked bread. This draws you gently from the contained coolness of the kitchen towards a more open yet still shaded section of the villa. You follow a short, cool passage, its walls lined with panels of dark, aged teak, their surfaces smooth and cool to the touch. The light here is softer, dappled, filtering through unseen openings above, creating shifting patterns of light and shadow on the polished granite floor. The distant, rhythmic murmur of the ocean is a mere whisper, a soft, consistent breath against the outer walls, now blending with the closer, more intimate sounds of the villa. The passage opens onto a small, intimate courtyard, where the air is noticeably warmer, infused with this delicious, pervasive aroma. The source is not immediately visible, but the scent is strongest here, a warm, enveloping cloud. It hints at an artisanal patisserie, likely nestled in a secluded part of the island's central facilities, or perhaps a fresh delivery has just arrived, carefully placed by a discreet attendant. The sun, now high in the sky, filters softly through the broad leaves of a nearby traveler's palm, casting long, elegant shadows that dance gently on the cool granite. You approach a low, circular table, carved from a single piece of pale, smooth coral stone, its surface cool and subtly textured beneath your fingertips. Upon it rests a shallow, hand-woven basket, crafted from delicate, dried palm fronds, lined with a pristine, soft linen cloth. Peeking from beneath the cloth is a small, perfectly rounded loaf of bread, its crust a deep, inviting golden brown. Its warmth radiates subtly, a quiet beacon of comfort. You reach out a hand, your fingers gently touching the warm, slightly rough crust of the bread. It feels firm yet yielding, a subtle crispness under your touch. The faint, delicate, crackling sound of the crust, a barely audible whisper, registers softly as your fingers make contact. You lift the loaf carefully, feeling its surprising lightness, the warmth transferring gently to your palm. The rich, yeasty aroma intensifies, a pure, unadulterated scent of slow fermentation and perfect baking, filling your senses with its profound, comforting presence. You bring the loaf closer, inhaling deeply, allowing the warm, sweet, earthy scent to completely envelop you. It is a complex aroma, hinting at subtle notes of honey and roasted grains, a testament to meticulous preparation and traditional baking. You notice the faint, almost microscopic dusting of flour still clinging to the crevices of the crust, a soft, powdery texture against your fingertip. The golden color of the crust is uneven, a natural variation that speaks of its artisanal origin, catching the dappled sunlight in soft, diffused glints. You gently place the loaf back into its soft, linen cradle within the woven basket, feeling its warmth settle into the soft fabric. The delicate aroma of freshly baked bread continues to waft gently on the air, a warm, enveloping cloud that mingles with the clean, cool scent of the granite courtyard. The warm, comforting aroma of freshly baked bread, a quiet memory of the morning, slowly recedes as the day unfolds. The sun, now high in the sky, casts a brilliant, clear light across the island, and the gentle lapping of waves against the shore beckons with an inviting rhythm. A subtle shift in the air A desire for the cool, clear embrace of the ocean draws you from the villa's serene interior. You rise with unhurried grace, your bare feet finding the familiar, cool touch of the polished granite floor. Each step is silent, a soft, grounding contact against the smooth, unyielding stone. You move towards the expansive glass doors that open fully onto your private beach, the cool, wide panels sliding silently into their recesses with a barely perceptible glide. The air immediately feels fresher, carrying the invigorating scent of sea salt and a subtle hint of damp sand. You step onto the pristine white sand of your private beach, feeling its familiar, fine grains yield softly beneath your soles. The sand is pleasantly warm under the midday sun, a gentle, pervasive heat that permeates your feet. The turquoise water, impossibly clear, stretches before you, inviting a refreshing immersion. The distant, rhythmic murmur of the ocean, a deep, consistent sigh, now feels closer, more enveloping. With unhurried steps, you walk towards the water's edge, the sand growing cooler and firmer with each approach. You pause at the very edge, allowing the first delicate tendrils of cool water to wash over your toes. A refreshing, almost tingling sensation. The water is perfectly clear, revealing the tiny, polished shells and smooth pebbles on the sandy bottom. You slip a sleek, custom-fitted snorkel mask over your face, the soft silicone forming a gentle, secure seal against your skin, and adjust the breathing tube to a comfortable position. The world above water becomes a muted, distant hum, replaced by the amplified sounds of your own breath. A steady, rhythmic inhale-exhale. You push gently into the water, allowing your body to be enveloped by its cool, refreshing embrace. The buoyancy immediately takes hold, suspending you effortlessly on the surface. You dip your face into the water, and the underwater world instantly transforms into a realm of breathtaking clarity and vibrant color. The sunlight, filtering through the perfectly clear water, illuminates the coral gardens below with astonishing brilliance. You begin to swim slowly, with unhurried, gentle kicks, allowing the subtle currents to guide you over the shallow reef. Below, the coral gardens unfold in a mesmerizing display of natural artistry. You observe the branching forms of staghorn coral, a delicate, pale lavender, its tips a faint, almost translucent blue. Beside it, brain coral, its surface a complex labyrinth of swirling ridges, glows with a deep, earthy green, subtly shifting to a warmer, almost bronze hue as a cloud passes overhead. You notice the subtle shift of colors as the light changes, a natural dance of light and shadow playing across the coral formations, deepening or brightening their inherent hues with each passing moment. Tiny iridescent fish, their scales a dazzling array of electric blues, fiery oranges, and shimmering yellows, dart effortlessly between the coral branches. Their movements are fluid, silent, a constant, gentle flicker of color that catches your eye. You watch as a school of silver fish, their bodies reflecting the light like polished mirrors, passes slowly beneath you, creating a fleeting, shimmering cloud. The only sound is the steady, rhythmic whoosh of your own breath through the snorkel, a constant, comforting presence that grounds you in this serene underwater world. You continue to glide over the coral gardens, your body feeling completely weightless, suspended in the cool, clear water. The vibrant, shifting colors of the coral gardens slowly recede from your vision as you gently push away from the shallow reef. The rhythmic whoosh of your breath through the snorkel continues, a steady, comforting presence in the underwater world. A deep sense of peace settles over you, a quiet harmony with the ocean's tranquil embrace. You slowly lift your head from the water, feeling the cool, firm seal of the snorkel mask gently break around your face. The distant, muted hum of the island world returns, softened by the lingering immersion. With a soft, deliberate movement, you carefully pull the mask from your face, feeling the delicate suction release with a faint, almost imperceptible pop. The cool, clean air immediately brushes against your skin, a refreshing contrast to the water's embrace. Tiny droplets of water cling to your eyelashes, glistening for a moment before evaporating in the gentle midday sun. You begin to swim with unhurried, gentle strokes, moving away from the deeper reef towards a secluded, shallower part of the coastline. The water beneath you gradually becomes less deep, the sandy bottom rising gently to meet you. You feel the subtle shift in temperature, the water here a fraction warmer, a testament to the sun's persistent warmth penetrating its clear surface. The only sound is the soft, rhythmic swish of your arms through the water, a quiet, continuous cadence that matches your slow, even breathing. As you draw closer, the water transforms into an even more astonishing turquoise, almost translucent, revealing every grain of fine, pale sand on the seabed. You notice the way the sunlight, now directly overhead, pierces the surface, creating dancing patterns of brilliant light on the undisturbed sand below, an intricate, ever-changing mosaic. Tall, ancient granite boulders, smooth and rounded by millennia of ocean currents, frame this secluded area, rising majestically from the water's edge to form a natural, private enclosure. Their surfaces, a deep, cool gray, are subtly textured, a silent testament to their timeless presence. You glide effortlessly into the heart of this shallow cove, feeling the water's gentle, buoyant embrace support your entire body. The depth is perfect, allowing you to float without effort, your limbs completely relaxed, suspended between the warm sun above and the cool, soft sand beneath. You close your eyes for a moment, letting the subtle warmth of the sun permeate your skin, a comforting, pervasive heat that sinks deep into your muscles. The clean, invigorating scent of the ocean, faintly saline, fills your senses, a constant reminder of the sea's profound presence. The gentle lapping of the water against the smooth granite boulders that define the cove's edge is a soft, rhythmic gration, a continuous, lulling whisper that blends seamlessly with the distant, muted murmur of the open ocean. You feel the subtle, almost imperceptible sway of the water beneath you, a gentle, rocking motion that cradles your body with a profound sense of weightlessness. Your fingers, relaxed and open, just barely brush against the surface, creating tiny, almost invisible ripples that expand outwards, then gently dissipate into the profound stillness of the cove. You open your eyes, allowing your gaze to soften, unfocused, across the pristine surface of the water. The clarity is absolute, offering an uninterrupted view of the pale, undisturbed sand, where tiny, almost translucent fish, no larger than your fingertip, dart in silent, fleeting movements. The sunlight continues its dance, reflecting off the water's surface onto the smooth, cool granite walls of the cove, creating shimmering, golden patterns that shift and fade with hypnotic grace. Each subtle shift of light and shadow, each gentle ripple, is a quiet invitation to deeper relaxation. The gentle, weightless embrace of the secluded cove slowly releases its hold as you push your bare feet from the cool, soft sand. The midday sun, now a warm, pervasive presence, begins its slow descent, painting the island in a softer, more golden light. You feel the lingering coolness of the ocean on your skin, a refreshing memory as you emerge from its embrace. You rise with unhurried grace, allowing tiny droplets of water to cling to your skin for a moment, before evaporating in the gentle, warm breeze. You pat yourself dry with a soft, absorbent linen towel, its fine fibers gently caressing your arms and legs. The air, still carrying a faint, clean scent of sea salt, now begins to mingle with the dry, subtle aroma of aged wood and paper, gently drawing you indoors. You walk with slow, deliberate steps from the bright, open expanse of the beach, your bare feet finding the familiar, warm grip of the teak decking. Each plank, smooth and wide, guides you with silent purpose towards the villa's interior. The path leads you towards a more enclosed, yet still airy section of your private study, a space of quiet contemplation. The light here is softer, diffused, filtering through tall, narrow windows that frame glimpses of darkening foliage rather than the vast ocean. The familiar cool marble floor welcomes your feet, a grounding sensation after the warmth of the teak. As you step into the study, the air is immediately cooler, still, and imbued with a refined aroma. It is a comforting blend of old paper, fine leather, and a subtle, sweet undertone of polished mahogany, a scent that speaks of quiet stories and collected wisdom. The vast, bespoke bookshelves, crafted from deep, rich mahogany, line the walls, reaching almost to the high, vaulted ceiling. Their polished surfaces reflect the soft, diffused light, creating a warm, inviting glow. You move towards a secluded corner of the study, a small, intimate passage between two towering sections of bookshelves. Here, the light is particularly soft, almost shadowed, creating a sense of profound privacy. On a small, polished teak side table, an antique lantern stands. Its frame, crafted from dark, aged brass, is intricately detailed, and its glass panels are subtly tinted, diffusing the light within. The brass feels cool and smooth as your fingers lightly brush against its surface, a subtle, metallic touch. With a soft, almost imperceptible click, you gently turn the small, delicate knob on the lantern. A warm, soft glow immediately emanates from within, a gentle, golden light that softly illuminates the immediate area. The light is not bright or harsh, but rather a comforting, mellow radiance that casts long, dancing shadows of the brass frame onto the surrounding mahogany walls. The air around the lantern feels subtly warmer, infused with the faint, clean scent of its gentle, internal flame, a quiet, almost primal warmth. You step into the passage, allowing the soft glow of the antique lantern to guide your way. The light falls upon the spines of the leather-bound books that line the narrow passage, highlighting their rich colors, deep maroons, forest greens, muted blues, and classic browns. You reach out a hand, your fingertips lightly brushing against the cool, smooth leather of a book spine, feeling the subtle ridges and textures of the aged material. The soft light illuminates the delicate gold lettering, making the titles gleam with a quiet, understated brilliance. The passage feels wonderfully enclosed, a private cocoon of knowledge and calm. The only sound is the almost imperceptible flicker of the lantern's flame, a soft, steady murmur that blends seamlessly with the profound stillness of the study. Your breathing deepens, becoming slow and even, perfectly attuned to the unhurried rhythm of the quiet space. You simply stand there, absorbed in the gentle golden radiance, feeling the cool, polished mahogany and the smooth leather of the books. The soft golden glow of the antique lantern illuminates the mahogany-lined passage, casting long, dancing shadows that slowly blend into the deepening twilight outside. The faint, clean scent of its gentle flame, a subtle, almost primal warmth, still lingers in the quiet air of your private study. A profound sense of introspection settles around you, a quiet harmony with the villa's serene evening. You turn from the passage, allowing your bare feet to find the thick, hand-woven rug that covers the polished granite floor. Each step is silent, a soft, yielding contact against the rich fibers. The air, still carrying the comforting blend of old paper, fine leather, and polished mahogany, now feels perfectly still, a contained tranquility that holds the subtle sounds of the evening at bay. You move towards the large, bespoke desk that dominates one section of the study, its surface a vast, smooth expanse of deep, rich mahogany. The desk is uncluttered, meticulously organized, with a few select, elegant objects. A heavy, dark green leather blotter rests centrally, its surface smooth and cool to the touch, a subtle texture beneath your fingertips. A small, polished silver inkwell, its lid gleaming softly in the lantern light, holds a deep, rich indigo ink. Beside it, a single sheet of thick, cream-colored parchment paper, its edges deckled, lies perfectly flat, ready for your thoughts. The paper feels substantial, almost like fine fabric, with a subtle, pleasing roughness that promises a satisfying tactile experience. You reach for a slender, perfectly balanced fountain pen, its body crafted from a polished, dark ebony wood, capped with a band of cool, brushed silver. The wood feels smooth and warm in your hand, a comfortable weight that settles perfectly between your fingers. The silver cap, cool and smooth, is gently twisted off with a soft, almost imperceptible click, revealing the fine, gleaming gold nib. A faint, metallic scent of the ink, subtle yet distinct, rises from the pen. You dip the nib into the silver inkwell, feeling the delicate resistance as it touches the dark liquid. The ink is drawn up with a soft, almost silent sip, a quiet absorption of the rich indigo. You then bring the pen to the thick parchment, positioning the nib delicately on the paper's surface. The cream-colored parchment, subtly rough, invites the contact. With a slow, deliberate motion, you begin to jot down a thought, allowing the pen to glide across the paper. The fine gold nib meets the textured surface with a delicate, continuous scratch, a soft, rhythmic whisper that is immediately intimate and grounding. Each stroke of the pen produces this subtle friction, a consistent, gentle sound that accompanies the formation of each letter, each word. The indigo ink flows smoothly, a dark, liquid trail appearing with satisfying precision against the pale cream of the parchment, its color deep and profound in the soft lantern light. You pause, lifting the pen for a brief moment, the quiet scratch ceasing, leaving only the profound stillness of the study. You observe the freshly formed words, their elegant script, a tangible representation of your thoughts. The air around you is perfectly calm, filled with the faint metallic scent of the ink, now mingling with the dry, sweet aroma of the parchment. The soft glow of the antique lantern casts a warm, consistent light over your work, creating a private, luminous pool of focus. You return the nib to the paper, and the quiet scratch resumes, a gentle, continuous sound that guides your hand with a steady rhythm. Each stroke, each delicate line, is a quiet, deliberate act of creation, unfolding in the serene stillness of the evening. Your breathing deepens, becoming slow and even, perfectly attuned to the unhurried rhythm of the pen on paper, allowing your thoughts to simply flow, unburdened and clear. The soft, rhythmic scratch of the fountain pen on thick parchment slowly fades into the quiet stillness of your private study. The subtle, metallic scent of the ink, now mingling with the dry, sweet aroma of the paper, lingers gently in the cool, contained air. A profound sense of quiet contemplation settles around you, a peaceful harmony with the villa's serene evening. You slowly cap the ebony and silver fountain pen, the soft, almost imperceptible click, a quiet punctuation in the profound silence. You place it carefully back into its designated slot on the mahogany desk, its weight settling with a soft, reassuring presence. The antique lantern, its golden glow now a familiar comfort, continues to cast long, dancing shadows that slowly blend into the deepening twilight outside. You rise with unhurried grace, your bare feet finding the thick, hand-woven rug that covers the polished granite floor. Each step is silent, a soft, yielding contact against the rich fibers. You move from the study, leaving behind the contained stillness, and step into the cooler, more open space of your private dressing area. The air here is fresher, infused with a faint, clean scent of fine laundry, and a subtle, sweet undertone of cedar from the bespoke wardrobes. The light, though still soft, is slightly brighter, a gentle, diffused glow from hidden architectural lighting. The dressing area is a sanctuary of understated elegance. Walls of polished, pale teak frame a series of tall, custom-built wardrobes, their doors crafted from the same smooth, rich wood. The floor is a continuation of the cool, polished granite, a familiar and grounding sensation beneath your bare feet. A long, slender mirror, framed in brushed bronze, reflects the soft light, offering a muted, tranquil image. You approach one of the wardrobe doors, its surface cool and smooth beneath your fingertips. With a gentle, deliberate pull, the door glides open, revealing a meticulously organized collection of evening attire. The interior of the wardrobe is lined with a soft, pale cedar, releasing a delicate, woody perfume that mingles with the clean scent of the fabrics. Garments hang suspended on custom-made wooden hangers, each piece perfectly spaced, their colors a palette of muted tropical hues, deep ocean blues, soft sandy creams, and rich, earthy greens. Your fingers drift over the various fabrics, feeling the distinct textures of each garment. A crisp linen, its natural fibers offering a subtle roughness. A soft, flowing cotton, light and airy. Then, your attention settles on a particular piece, its material beckoning with an exquisite smoothness. It is a robe, crafted from the finest pure silk, its color a deep, lustrous midnight blue that seems to absorb the soft light, almost shimmering with an inner glow. You reach for the silk robe, your fingers gently brushing against its surface. The fabric is impossibly soft, cool, and smooth, gliding effortlessly over your fingertips with a delicate, almost liquid flow. The smooth glide of the silk is immediately apparent, a sensation of pure, unadulterated luxury. It drapes and flows with an almost ethereal grace, its weight surprisingly light, yet possessing a profound, comforting presence. You feel the subtle, almost imperceptible ripple of the fabric as you lift it from its hanger, a quiet whisper that is barely audible in the still air. You bring the silk close, feeling its cool, smooth embrace against your skin, a delicate caress that sends a shiver of profound comfort through you. The faint, clean scent of the silk itself, a subtle sweetness, mingles with the cedar and fine laundry. You hold it for a moment, appreciating its exquisite craftsmanship. The way it catches the soft light, reflecting a deep, lustrous blue. The smooth glide of the silk, a continuous, soothing presence, seems to calm your very essence. The exquisite, cool silk of your evening robe settles with a soft whisper around your form, a luxurious embrace against your skin. The delicate scent of cedar and fine laundry still subtly graces the air of the dressing area, mingling with the faint, clean aroma of the silk itself. A profound sense of quiet anticipation for the evening settles around you, a peaceful harmony with the villa's serene rhythms. You turn from the wardrobe, allowing your bare feet to find the familiar, cool embrace of the polished granite floor. Each step is silent, a soft, grounding contact against the smooth, unyielding stone. You move from the dressing area, leaving behind the contained stillness, and step into the expansive, cool sanctuary of your private marble bathroom. The air here is immediately fresher, infused with a clean, almost mineral scent, subtly warmed by the day, yet still wonderfully refreshing. The light, though still soft and diffused, is slightly brighter, a gentle, even glow from integrated architectural lighting. The bathroom is a masterpiece of natural stone and understated elegance. Walls and floors are clad in large, seamless slabs of pristine white marble, crisscrossed with delicate, almost imperceptible veins of pale gray. The marble feels exquisitely cool and smooth beneath your bare feet, a luxurious and grounding sensation. The vast space echoes faintly with the softest of sounds, creating a sense of profound tranquility. A wide, double vanity, also crafted from the same cool marble, stretches before you, its polished surface gleaming softly. You approach the vanity, your gaze sweeping over the array of beautifully presented, bespoke toiletries. Each bottle and jar is crafted from heavy frosted glass or polished ceramic, their labels elegantly understated. You reach for a particular bottle, its form slender and graceful, crafted from cool frosted glass. The glass feels smooth and substantial in your hand, its cool surface, a pleasant contrast to the ambient warmth. It contains a facial toner, its liquid a clear, almost invisible essence. With a slow, deliberate movement, you lift the bottle. Your thumb presses gently on the fine, almost imperceptible pump mechanism at its top. A soft, delicate hiss escapes as a fine, cool mist is released, a gentle cloud that immediately disperses into the air before you. The sound is barely audible, a fleeting whisper that is quickly absorbed by the spacious room. A subtle, clean aroma of rosewater and a hint of fresh aloe rises, delicate and calming, mingling with the clean, mineral scent of the marble. You bring the bottle closer to your face, positioning it carefully. With another gentle press of your thumb, a second, equally fine mist is released. This time, you feel the gentle mist of the facial toner settle softly upon your skin. It is an incredibly delicate sensation, a fine, cool spray that feels like 1,000 tiny, soft kisses brushing against your cheeks, your forehead, your chin. The coolness is immediate and refreshing, a light, invigorating touch that awakens your skin without being harsh. You close your eyes for a moment, allowing the fine droplets to absorb naturally, feeling the subtle tightening and refreshing sensation as they settle. You lower the bottle, placing it gently back onto the cool, polished marble counter with a faint, almost inaudible clink. The lingering coolness on your skin is profound, a refreshing afterglow from the delicate mist. The subtle aroma of rosewater and aloe continues to diffuse into the air, a calming, enveloping perfume that harmonizes with the clean, mineral scent of the marble. You stand for a moment, simply allowing the sensation to settle, feeling your skin refreshed, invigorated, and perfectly balanced. The gentle mist of the toner, a quiet memory on your skin, blends seamlessly with the profound stillness of the spacious marble bathroom. The gentle mist of facial toner, a refreshing memory on your skin, slowly dissipates in the cool, spacious marble bathroom. The exquisite silk of your evening robe settles with a soft whisper around your form, a luxurious embrace against your skin. A profound sense of quiet anticipation for the evening settles around you, a peaceful harmony with the villa's serene rhythms. You turn from the vanity, allowing your bare feet to find the familiar, cool embrace of the polished marble floor. Each step is silent, a soft, grounding contact against the smooth, unyielding stone. You move from the bright, diffused light of the bathroom, leaving behind its contained stillness, and step into a cooler, more shadowed passage within the villa. The air here is immediately different, heavier, imbued with a distinct, earthy scent of damp stone and aged wood, a subtle shift from the clean, mineral aroma of the marble. The passage leads downwards, a series of broad, shallow steps, carved from the island's native granite. The stone feels cool and solid beneath your bare feet, each step a deliberate, unhurried descent into the earth. The light here is dim, a soft, ambient glow from discrete, low-level fixtures, casting long, soft shadows that dance gently on the rough-hewn granite walls. The distant, rhythmic murmur of the ocean is now almost completely absorbed, replaced by a profound, hushed silence that deepens with each step. You arrive at a heavy, intricately carved door, crafted from a dark, ancient wood, its surface cool and smooth to the touch. With a gentle push, it swings open silently, revealing a subterranean wine cellar. The air that greets you is immediately cooler, a constant, perfectly calibrated temperature, carrying a rich, complex aroma of damp earth, aged oak, and the subtle, fruity essence of fermenting grapes. It is a scent that speaks of time, patience, and profound artistry. The cellar is a cavern carved directly into the granite bedrock of the island, its rough-hewn walls smoothed and polished, reflecting the soft, warm glow from strategically placed, low-wattage bulbs. Rows upon rows of dark, aged wooden racks stretch into the dim distance, each shelf cradling countless bottles, their labels a muted blur in the soft light. The floor is a continuation of the cool, polished granite, its surface utterly still and silent beneath your bare feet. In the center of the cellar, under a single focused beam of soft golden light, your sommelier stands. Their movements are a study in quiet concentration and precise ritual. They're focused on a single bottle, its dark glass gleaming softly in the light, cradled in an elegant, silver-plated decanting cradle. The sommelier's hands, gloved in soft white cotton, move with deliberate, unhurried grace, each gesture imbued with profound respect for the vintage. You observe as they carefully remove the cork, a soft, almost imperceptible pop that is quickly absorbed by the cellar's hushed air. A faint, rich aroma of aged fruit and subtle spice wafts from the bottle's opening, a complex bouquet that hints at deep, unfolding flavors. Then, with a steady, unwavering hand, the sommelier begins to pour the wine. The deep crimson liquid flows in a continuous, unhurried stream, a soft, liquid gurgle as it cascades into a wide, clear crystal decanter. The wine spirals gently down the decanter's neck, its surface catching the soft light, revealing its profound, ruby-red hue. The sound of the pouring is consistent, a gentle, continuous glug, 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 a hypnotic rhythm that fills the silent cellar. You notice the subtle shift in the wine's color as it aerates, deepening slightly, its surface shimmering with a renewed vibrancy. The air around the decanter becomes richer, infused with the wine's complex, unfolding aromas, dark berries, earthy notes, and a hint of vanilla, a silent promise of pleasure. The rich, deep crimson of the vintage wine, now carefully decanted, swirls gently in the crystal vessel, its surface catching the soft golden light. The gentle, rhythmic glug-glug of the pouring has ceased, leaving behind the profound stillness of the subterranean cellar. A complex aroma of dark berries, earthy notes, and a hint of vanilla, a silent promise of pleasure, now subtly permeates the cool, contained air. You turn from the sommelier, their quiet ritual complete, their presence peripheral and unobtrusive. Your bare feet find the familiar, cool embrace of the polished granite floor, each step silent, a soft, grounding contact against the smooth, unyielding stone. The air in the cellar is immediately cooler, a constant, perfectly calibrated temperature that is wonderfully refreshing against your skin, a stark contrast to the warmer evening air above ground. You move slowly, allowing your gaze to drift across the rows of dark, aged wooden racks that stretch into the dim distance. Each shelf cradles countless bottles, their labels a muted blur in the soft, low-wattage light. The rough-hewn granite walls, smoothed and polished, reflect the warm glow from the discreet fixtures, creating a sense of profound depth and timelessness. The silence here is absolute, broken only by the soft, almost imperceptible hum of the cellar's climate control system, a constant, low-volume presence that ensures the perfect preservation of its precious contents. As you walk, a new, more subtle aroma begins to unfurl, distinct from the wine. It is the profound, warm scent of cedar emanating from a collection of fine, aged wooden boxes nestled on a lower shelf. These boxes, crafted from rich, dark cedar, hold a curated selection of rare, aged spirits. The wood feels smooth and dry as your fingertips lightly brush against its surface, tracing the delicate, almost imperceptible grain of the timber. This woody perfume mingles with the damp earth and the subtle, fruity essence of the wine, creating a rich, layered, olfactory experience that is both complex and deeply comforting. You pause before these cedar boxes, allowing the intricate aromas to settle around you. You then take a slow, deep breath, consciously drawing the cool cellar air deep into your lungs. The air is crisp and clean, carrying the profound, warm scent of cedar, now blended with the subtle, sweet notes of aged spirits. Perhaps a hint of vanilla, a whisper of dark caramel, a suggestion of dried fruit. It is an exquisite blend, a silent symphony of time and craftsmanship, a fragrance that seems to cleanse and calm your entire being. You feel the cool air fill your chest, a refreshing, invigorating sensation that grounds you in the present moment. You hold the breath for a moment, savoring the subtle, complex aromas, allowing them to permeate your senses. The scent of cedar, dry and warm, seems to evoke a sense of quiet strength and enduring beauty. The faint, sweet notes of aged spirits add a layer of sophisticated warmth, a gentle invitation to contemplation. As you slowly exhale, the air leaves your lungs with a soft, almost imperceptible sigh, a release that deepens your sense of calm and profound stillness. You close your eyes for a moment, allowing the cool, dark embrace of the subterranean cellar to envelop you completely. The pervasive aroma of cedar and aged spirits, a rich, complex perfume, surrounds you, a comforting, enveloping presence that seems to soothe every thought. Your breathing deepens, becoming slow and wonderfully even, perfectly attuned to the unhurried rhythm of the quiet space. You simply stand, absorbed in the profound stillness, feeling the cool granite beneath your bare feet and the subtle, continuous flow of the cool, fragrant air. The quiet hum of the cellar, a continuous, lulling presence, invites a deeper sense of peace and quiet contemplation. The pervasive aroma of cedar and aged spirits, a rich, complex perfume, slowly recedes as you ascend from the cool, subterranean cellar. The profound stillness of the granite cave, a quiet memory, gives way to the subtle sounds of the villa awakening to the evening. A deep sense of calm settles within you, a peaceful harmony with the island's serene rhythms. You rise with unhurried grace, your bare feet finding the cool, polished granite steps that lead upwards from the cellar. Each step is deliberate, a soft, grounding contact against the smooth, unyielding stone. The air gradually warms, losing the crisp chill of the subterranean space, and becomes infused with a faint, sweet scent of distant frangipani blossoms carried on a gentle evening breeze. The light, initially dim, slowly brightens, transitioning from the soft, low-wattage glow of the cellar to the warm, diffused ambient lighting of the villa's main living areas. You emerge into the grand dining pavilion, an expansive, open-sided space where the cool, polished marble floor gleams softly under integrated architectural lighting. The distant, rhythmic murmur of the ocean, a deep, consistent sigh, now feels closer, more enveloping. The air here is still, yet alive with the subtle movements of light and shadow, and a faint, clean scent of fine linen and polished wood. In the center of the pavilion, a magnificent dining table, crafted from a single immense slab of dark, highly polished teak, stands ready for your private dinner. Its surface is a deep, lustrous brown, reflecting the ambient light with a profound, almost liquid sheen. The smooth coolness of the polished wood is immediately apparent, as your fingertips lightly brush against its edge, tracing the subtle curve of its design. The table is set with understated elegance, each detail meticulously placed. Upon the table, several antique silver candlesticks stand, their polished surfaces gleaming softly. Each holds a slender, unlit beeswax candle, their wicks perfectly straight. A discreet attendant, moving with quiet grace in the periphery, approaches the table. With a slender, long-stemmed silver lighter, they gently ignite each wick. A series of soft, almost inaudible clicks accompanies the lighting, followed by the faint, delicate crackle of the wicks catching fire. As each candle is lit, a warm, soft glow immediately emanates from its flame. The light is not bright or harsh, but rather a comforting, mellow radiance that dances and flickers with a gentle, hypnotic grace. The soft glow of the candlelight reflects exquisitely on the highly polished surface of the dining table, creating 1,000 tiny shimmering points of light that dance and shift with each subtle movement of the flame. The polished teak seems to come alive, its deep brown hues infused with a profound golden warmth. The air around the table feels subtly warmer, infused with the faint, sweet, earthy scent of melting beeswax, a clean, natural perfume that mingles with the subtle aroma of fine linen. The gentle flicker of the flames casts long, dancing shadows across the pristine white linen tablecloth, creating a dynamic yet profoundly peaceful visual. You watch as the reflections on the table's surface elongate and contract, a silent, continuous interplay of light and shadow. You approach your designated chair, its frame crafted from the same dark polished teak, upholstered in a cool, deep cream linen. You settle into it, feeling the generous cushion yield softly, perfectly conforming to your form. The fabric feels cool and smooth against your skin, a comforting weight as you recline. Your gaze drifts across the table, observing the quiet dance of the candlelight, each flame a tiny, perfect beacon of warmth and light. The soft glow of the candlelight, reflecting on the polished dining table, creates a mesmerizing, tranquil scene. The soft glow of candlelight, reflected in 1,000 tiny points on the polished teak dining table, continues its mesmerizing dance. The delicate scent of melting beeswax, a clean, natural perfume, subtly fills the air around you. A profound sense of quiet anticipation settles, a peaceful harmony with the villa's serene evening. You are seated comfortably in the deep linen chair, its generous cushions cradling your form. The cool, smooth fabric brushes softly against your skin, a comforting presence. Your gaze drifts across the table, observing the quiet flicker of the flames, each one a tiny, perfect beacon of warmth and light. Beyond the open sides of the dining pavilion, the vast expanse of the Indian Ocean is now a deep, velvety indigo, almost black, under the first bright stars of the night. A discreet attendant, moving with quiet grace, approaches your table. With a soft, almost imperceptible clink of porcelain against wood, a pristine white plate is gently placed before you. It holds the first course of your exquisite island meal. The presentation is artistry itself, a delicate arrangement of translucent, thinly sliced local fish, adorned with vibrant green herbs and tiny, glistening pearls of passion fruit caviar. A faint, fresh aroma of the sea, subtly mingled with a bright, clean citrus, rises from the plate, a quiet invitation. You pick up a slender, polished silver fork, its cool, smooth handle feeling balanced and precise in your hand. The subtle weight of the silver is comforting. With unhurried grace, you gently lift a small portion of the fish to your lips. The texture is incredibly delicate, almost melting on your tongue, releasing a burst of clean, fresh flavor that speaks of the ocean's pristine bounty. The passion fruit caviar pops with a subtle, delicate burst, releasing a tiny, tangy sweetness that perfectly complements the fish. The vibrant herbs offer a hint of fresh, peppery green, a subtle, invigorating counterpoint. Each bite is a quiet symphony of tastes and textures, unfolding slowly on your palate. As you savor the delicate flavors, the distant, rhythmic murmur of waves serves as a constant, soothing accompaniment. It is a deep, consistent sigh, a lulling presence that filters through the open pavilion, blending seamlessly with the gentle flicker of the candlelight. The sound is not loud or intrusive, but a soft, continuous, a steady, hypnotic cadence that seems to synchronize with the slow, deliberate pace of your meal. You feel the subtle vibration of this distant sound resonate gently within the air around you, a quiet pulse that encourages deeper relaxation. The attendant moves quietly between courses, their presence peripheral, never demanding attention. A crystal-clear glass of chilled water, its surface faintly beaded with condensation, is refilled with a soft, smooth glug-glug, the sound of refreshing punctuation in the quiet. You take a sip, feeling the cool, crisp liquid glide down your throat, a clean, refreshing sensation that prepares your palate for the next delicate flavor. The cool glass feels smooth and substantial in your hand, a constant, comforting presence. You continue to enjoy your exquisite island meal, each course a testament to the island's fresh produce and culinary artistry. The gentle flicker of the candlelight, reflecting on the polished table, creates a mesmerizing, tranquil scene. The subtle aromas of the food, the delicate taste, and the constant, distant murmur of the waves all blend into a harmonious sense of deep peace. Your breathing deepens, becoming slow and even, perfectly attuned to the unhurried rhythm of the quiet evening, allowing your thoughts to simply dissolve into the profound, enveloping calm. The rhythmic lapping of the waves, a continuous, lulling whisper, invites a deeper sense of tranquility, a peaceful journey into the night. The lingering taste of your exquisite island meal, a delicate memory of fresh fish and bright citrus, slowly fades as you push gently from the cool linen of your dining chair. The soft glow of candlelight, reflected in 1,000 tiny points on the polished teak table, continues its mesmerizing dance, but a deeper, more profound darkness beyond the pavilion beckons. The distant, rhythmic murmur of waves, a constant, lulling presence, now feels even more enveloping under the vast, open sky. You rise with unhurried grace, your bare feet finding the cool, polished marble floor of the dining pavilion. Each step is silent, a soft, grounding contact against the smooth, unyielding stone. You move away from the warm, flickering light of the candles, leaving behind the immediate embrace of the evening breeze, and step into a cooler, more shadowed passage within the villa. The air here is immediately different, a crisp, clean coolness, infused with a faint, subtle scent of ozone and polished metal, a distinct departure from the sweet beeswax and ocean air. The passage leads upwards, a gentle, almost imperceptible incline, paved with broad, smooth slabs of dark, cool granite. Each step on the unyielding stone feels solid and grounding, a deliberate ascent towards a singular destination. The light here is minimal, a soft, indirect glow from discreet, recessed fixtures, casting long, soft shadows that dance gently on the smooth granite walls. The distant murmur of the ocean is now further absorbed, replaced by a profound, hushed silence that deepens with each step, a sense of anticipation building in the quiet air. You arrive at a heavy, circular door, crafted from brushed, dark bronze, its surface cool and smooth to the touch. With a gentle push, it swings open silently, revealing the entrance to your private observatory. The air within is immediately cooler, a perfectly controlled temperature, carrying a distinct, clean aroma of precision engineering, and the faint, metallic scent of highly polished optics. It is a scent that speaks of focus, clarity, and vast distances. The observatory is a circular room, its walls, a deep, velvety black that absorbs all extraneous light, creating a profound sense of depth. The floor is a continuation of the cool, polished granite, its surface utterly still and silent beneath your bare feet. High above, a massive, domed ceiling, also a deep, light-absorbing black, curves gracefully upwards, a silent, majestic presence. In the center of the room, a magnificent telescope. Its body, a sleek, dark metal, stands like a silent sentinel, its polished surfaces gleaming faintly in the subtle, integrated lighting. You walk slowly towards the telescope, your steps silent on the cool granite. Your fingers lightly brush against the smooth, cool metal of its base, feeling the precision of its construction, the subtle hum of its internal mechanisms, almost imperceptible. You ascend a few broad, shallow steps, also crafted from dark granite, to reach the eyepiece. The cool, smooth metal of the eyepiece feels solid and precise as your fingers lightly adjust its focus. Your gaze then lifts, beyond the intricate mechanisms of the telescope, towards the vast open aperture in the domed ceiling above. The dome has silently retracted, revealing a breathtaking expanse of the night sky. It is a profound, velvet black, so deep and pure that it feels almost tangible, an infinite canvas stretching endlessly above you. Countless stars, impossibly bright, prick through this velvety darkness, tiny diamonds scattered across the immense, silent expanse. Each star is a pinprick of pure, unwavering light, a testament to unimaginable distances. The silence here is absolute, broken only by the almost imperceptible hum of the observatory's delicate machinery, a soft, low-volume presence that ensures perfect clarity. You feel the cool, still air of the observatory on your face, a refreshing contrast to the warmth of the day. The profound, velvet black of the night sky, studded with countless impossibly bright stars, stretches endlessly above you. The cool, clean scent of ozone and polished metal still subtly graces the air of the observatory, mingling with the faint, metallic aroma of the telescope's precision optics. A deep sense of wonder settles around you, a quiet harmony with the vast, silent expanse of the cosmos. You stand at the eyepiece of the magnificent telescope, its sleek, dark metal body, a solid, comforting presence. The cool, smooth metal of the eyepiece feels precise and familiar beneath your fingers as you make a final, minute adjustment to its focus. The subtle hum of the observatory's delicate machinery, a soft, low-volume presence, continues its steady rhythm, ensuring perfect clarity as you prepare to delve deeper into the night sky. You lean into the eyepiece, allowing your eye to be enveloped by the profound darkness within. The world beyond disappears, replaced by a breathtaking, magnified view of the celestial sphere. The stars, once distant pinpricks, now resolve into distinct, shimmering points of light, some a brilliant, piercing white, others a soft, warm gold, and still others a faint, ethereal blue. Each star feels closer, more tangible, a silent beacon in the immense cosmic ocean. Your gaze begins its slow, unhurried journey across the magnified expanse. You deliberately seek out familiar patterns, tracing the delicate lines that connect the brightest stars into recognizable shapes. A cluster of 7 brilliant points forming a distinct dipper-like shape immediately draws your attention. You mentally connect the dots, following the subtle curves and sharp angles, identifying the familiar form of the Southern Cross, brilliant and unmistakable against the inky black. The hushed wonder of identifying constellations fills your mind, a quiet thrill of recognition in the vastness. You shift the telescope's position with a subtle, almost imperceptible adjustment to its finely tuned controls. A faint, low whirring sound, barely audible, accompanies the smooth, precise movement of the instrument, a soft mechanical whisper that quickly fades into the profound silence. The new section of the sky drifts into view, a slightly denser field of stars, some so faint they appear as mere smudges of light, hinting at distant nebulae. Your eye traces another pattern, a faint, almost ghostly band of stars that stretches across the field of view, a shimmering river of light. You recognize the delicate, elongated form of Orion, its familiar belt of 3 bright stars now clearly defined, each star a distinct, sparkling jewel. You linger on the fainter stars that form the hunter's bow, their light a soft, almost ethereal glow against the velvet black. The hushed wonder of identifying constellations deepens, a profound connection to the ancient stories etched into the night sky. The cool, still air of the observatory surrounds you, carrying the faint, metallic scent of the telescope's optics. The profound silence here is absolute, broken only by the almost imperceptible hum of the observatory's internal systems, a consistent, low-volume presence that ensures optimal viewing conditions. Your breathing deepens, becoming slow and wonderfully even, perfectly attuned to the profound stillness of the room and the silent, majestic unfolding of the cosmos. You withdraw your eye from the eyepiece, allowing the magnificent, magnified images to slowly recede from your vision. The vast, velvet sky above, now seen with your naked eye through the open dome, still holds the memory of those brilliant constellations, their forms subtly etched into your mind. The hushed wonder of identifying constellations, a quiet journey through cosmic distances, leaves you with a profound sense of peace and interconnectedness. The hushed wonder of identifying constellations, a quiet journey through cosmic distances, slowly recedes from your mind as you gently withdraw from the telescope's eyepiece. The cool, clean scent of ozone and polished metal still subtly graces the air of the observatory, mingling with the faint, metallic aroma of the optics. A profound sense of peace and interconnectedness settles around you, a quiet harmony with the vast, silent cosmos. You turn from the magnificent telescope, allowing your bare feet to find the cool, polished granite floor. Each step is silent, a soft, grounding contact against the smooth, unyielding stone. You move from the profound darkness of the observatory, leaving behind its contained stillness, and step into a warmer, more open passage within the villa. The air here is immediately softer, infused with a gentle, sweet scent of distant, night-blooming jasmine, carried on a light evening breeze. The light, initially dim, slowly brightens, transitioning from the soft, integrated architectural lighting to the muted, golden glow of carefully placed lanterns. The passage leads you towards the expansive outdoor lounge area, a familiar sanctuary under the vast open night sky. The air here is wonderfully fresh, carrying the clean, invigorating scent of the ocean, a soft, constant breath that mingles with the sweet jasmine. The distant rhythmic murmur of waves, a deep, consistent sigh, now feels closer, more enveloping, a natural lullaby to the evening. Ahead, your private outdoor lounge bed awaits, nestled perfectly to capture the gentle sea breeze and the magnificent views of the starlit ocean. Its frame, crafted from a robust, naturally weathered driftwood, supports a thick, plush mattress, soft, generous cushions, upholstered in a cool, finely woven linen, the color of pale moonlight, beckon with a silent invitation. You approach, your gaze sweeping over the inviting expanse, feeling the soft, consistent breeze gently caress your skin. You settle onto the lounge bed, feeling the ample cushions yield slowly, with a soft, almost imperceptible sigh, perfectly conforming to the contours of your body. The linen fabric feels exquisitely cool and smooth against your bare arms and legs, a refreshing sensation after the observatory's chill. It is smooth yet possesses a subtle, natural texture, a delicate friction that is wonderfully grounding. You adjust yourself, allowing your limbs to spread out, feeling the full, profound support of the deep cushions as your muscles release their last vestiges of tension. Your head sinks into a soft, plush pillow, and your shoulders relax completely. As you recline, your eyes are drawn to a folded throw resting at the foot of the bed. It is crafted from the finest cashmere, its color a deep, rich charcoal gray that seems to absorb the ambient light. You reach for it, your fingers gently brushing against its surface. The fabric is impossibly soft, incredibly fine, and wonderfully warm, a delicate caress against your skin. The comforting weight of the cashmere throw is immediately apparent as you lift it, its dense, luxurious fibers offering a profound sense of warmth and security. The subtle, clean scent of fine wool, a delicate, earthy perfume, rises from its folds, mingling with the jasmine and sea air. With unhurried grace, you draw the cashmere throw over your body. It settles with a soft, almost imperceptible whoosh, a gentle whisper of luxurious fabric. The comforting weight of the cashmere immediately envelops you, a profound sense of warmth and softness spreading across your legs, your torso, your arms. It feels like a gentle, comforting hug, a cocoon of unparalleled luxury and warmth against the cool evening air. The delicate fibers of the cashmere, impossibly soft, brush lightly against your skin, a continuous, soothing caress. The air around you is still, yet alive, with the subtle movements of the night. The comforting weight of the cashmere throw, its impossibly soft fibers radiating a gentle warmth, envelops you completely. The delicate scent of fine wool, mingling with the sweet jasmine and clean sea air, still subtly graces the cool night. A profound sense of peace and deep relaxation settles around you, a quiet harmony with the vast, starlit cosmos above. You are fully reclined on your outdoor lounge bed, the soft linen cushions cradling your body in their gentle embrace. Your limbs feel wonderfully heavy, completely supported by the plush surface. The cashmere throw, a luxurious blanket of charcoal gray, is draped perfectly over you, its comforting weight a constant, soothing presence. You feel the delicate fibers brushing lightly against your skin, a continuous, almost imperceptible caress. Your gaze drifts effortlessly upwards, past the overarching fronds of the ancient palm trees, towards the vast, open expanse of the night sky. It is a profound, velvet black, studded with countless, impossibly bright stars that twinkle with a silent, unwavering light. The Milky Way, a faint, shimmering band of cosmic dust, stretches majestically across the heavens, a breathtaking river of light that speaks of infinite distances and profound wonder. The air is still, yet alive, with the subtle movements of the island night. A gentle breeze begins to stir, a soft, almost imperceptible breath of air that flows through the open space. It carries with it the clean, invigorating scent of the ocean, a subtle saline note that mingles with the faint, sweet perfume of distant, night-blooming jasmine. The breeze is cool and refreshing, a delicate caress against your exposed skin, a pleasant contrast to the warmth of the cashmere. You feel the fine hairs on your arms stir lightly, a delicate, almost imperceptible sensation. As the breeze strengthens almost imperceptibly, it rustles through the towering palm fronds just above and around your lounge bed. The sound is a soft, continuous whisper, a delicate, rhythmic year that seems to emanate from the very heart of the night. Each frond, broad and slightly stiff, rubs gently against its neighbor, creating a subtle, almost hypnotic friction. The sound is not harsh or loud, but a consistent, gentle cadence, a natural lullaby that blends seamlessly with the distant, rhythmic murmur of the ocean. The soft whisper of the night breeze through the palm fronds becomes a central point of your awareness. It is a sound that is both constant and subtly shifting, rising and falling, with the unseen currents of the air, creating a dynamic, yet profoundly peaceful auditory experience. You feel the subtle vibration of this sound resonate gently within the air around you, a quiet pulse that encourages deeper relaxation. The rhythmic waves seems to gently comb through your thoughts, smoothing away any lingering remnants of the day. You close your eyes, allowing the profound darkness to settle behind your eyelids, the memory of the starlit sky still subtly etched in your mind. The comforting weight of the cashmere, the profound softness of its fibers, and the gentle warmth it radiates, now become your entire world. The soft whisper of the night breeze through the palm fronds, a continuous, lulling presence, seems to synchronize with your deepening breath. Each ninghole is long and slow, each ninghole a soft, complete release, perfectly attuned to the unhurried rhythms of the island night. You simply rest, cradled by the luxurious cashmere, completely at peace within this quiet, enveloping scene. The soft whisper of the night breeze, a continuous, lulling presence, gently guides your thoughts towards an effortless, tranquil drift, an invitation to profound rest and deep, restorative sleep. The rhythmic murmur of the ocean continues its steady, soothing cadence, a final, gentle lullaby for the night. The soft whisper of the night breeze, a gentle, lulling presence through the palm fronds, slowly fades into a profound, enveloping stillness. You gently stir, a quiet shift from the deep comfort of the outdoor lounge bed, and slowly open your eyes, finding yourself now in the familiar, complete darkness of your luxurious bedroom. The comforting weight of the cashmere throw, a final, soft memory of the starlit terrace, has been replaced by the cool, crisp embrace of the fine Egyptian cotton sheets. The mattress beneath you yields with a subtle, comforting sigh, perfectly cradling your form. Your body feels wonderfully heavy and profoundly relaxed, sinking deeper into the plush support. The air in the bedroom is perfectly still, a constant, cool temperature that is exquisitely refreshing against your skin, a testament to the villa's silent climate control. There is no scent, only the clean, neutral freshness of undisturbed air, a quiet absence that allows for deep rest. You make a small, almost imperceptible adjustment, shifting your weight slightly. The fine Egyptian cotton sheets whisper softly against your skin, a delicate, almost inaudible rustle that is quickly absorbed by the profound stillness of the room. The pillow beneath your head, soft yet supportive, subtly molds to the curve of your neck, a familiar comfort that encourages complete surrender. You feel the precise contours of the bed, the gentle rise and fall of the mattress, a reassuring, consistent presence. Your gaze drifts into the deep, velvety darkness of the room. No light filters in from outside. The blackout curtains, heavy and meticulously fitted, ensure absolute obscurity. You can barely discern the faint, barely there, outlines of the bespoke furniture, the smooth, dark wood of the bedside tables, the subtle gleam of a distant mirror. The complete absence of visual stimuli is deeply soothing, allowing your eyes to simply rest, unburdened by any need to focus or interpret. The silence here is absolute, a profound, enveloping presence that seems to absorb every external sound. The distant murmur of the ocean, the gentle whisper of the night breeze, even the soft hum of the villa's systems, all are completely hushed, leaving behind an almost tangible quiet. In this deep, peaceful silence, the only sound you perceive is the subtle, rhythmic beat of your own heart, a soft, steady thump-thump that resonates gently within your chest, a quiet, internal rhythm that grounds you in the profound stillness. You become aware of your own breathing, a slow, even rise and fall that is almost imperceptible. Each inhale is long and deep, filling your lungs with the clean, cool air, a quiet expansion that is immediately followed by a soft, complete exhale, a gentle release that deepens your sense of calm. The sensation of the cool, soft sheets against your skin, the subtle pressure of the mattress, and the profound, enveloping silence all blend into a harmonious whole, a perfect cocoon of tranquility. You simply lie there, suspended in this deep, peaceful silence, feeling the precise, cool temperature of the air and the exquisite softness of the sheets. The profound quiet of your luxurious bedroom, a continuous, enveloping presence, gently cradles you. Your breathing is slow and wonderfully even, perfectly attuned to the profound stillness, inviting a deeper, effortless surrender into the vast, calm expanse of sleep. The subtle, rhythmic beat of your own heart continues, a soft, steady pulse, guiding you further into the quiet depths of the night. The profound silence of your luxurious bedroom, a continuous, enveloping presence, now deepens even further, settling around you like a soft, heavy blanket. The cool comfort of the fine Egyptian cotton sheets, already a familiar embrace, feels exquisitely smooth against your skin as you make a final, almost imperceptible adjustment, easing deeper into the plush mattress. Your body, already heavy with profound relaxation, begins to sink almost imperceptibly, a gentle downward drift into the supportive depths of the bed. Each limb feels wonderfully weighted, yet entirely unburdened, resting with an effortless ease. The crisp, cool linen sheets whisper a final, delicate "these" as your shoulder presses softly into their pristine folds. The subtle friction, a fleeting, soothing sensation. The pillow beneath your head, soft yet resilient, cradles the curve of your neck with a perfect, gentle support, its cool surface inviting complete surrender. You feel the faint, dry scent of fresh cotton, a clean and neutral aroma, rise subtly with your breath. The air in the room remains perfectly still, a constant, exquisitely cool temperature that brushes against your exposed skin with an almost imperceptible caress. It is a quiet, unwavering coolness, a refreshing presence that seems to deepen the profound sense of tranquility. No external breeze stirs here, only the complete, unmoving calm of your private sanctuary, carefully maintained by the villa's silent climate control system. The absolute silence of the bedroom, a deep, pervasive quiet, now becomes the very fabric of your awareness. All distant sounds of the island, the ocean's murmur, the rustle of palms, the faint hum of distant systems, have completely dissolved, leaving behind a pure, unblemished stillness. In this profound quiet, the only sounds that remain are the soft, rhythmic beats of your own heart, a gentle, steady thump-thump that resonates subtly within your chest, a quiet, internal pulse. This is accompanied by the slow, even rhythm of your own breath, a soft, continuous inhale and exhale, a gentle whisper that fills the space between your ears. deeply personal and profoundly calming. Your eyes, already closed, perceive only the deep, velvety blackness behind your eyelids. There are no shifting patterns of light, no lingering images, only a complete absence of visual stimulation. This profound darkness encourages your mind to release its hold on external forms, allowing your inner vision to soften, to blur, to become entirely still. The subtle, almost imperceptible pressure of your eyelids against each other, a delicate touch, reinforces this quiet surrender to the darkness. Your thoughts, once gentle and observational, now begin their own slow, unhurried drift. They are not disappearing, but rather softening, losing their edges, becoming less distinct, like wisps of mist dissolving into the vast, calm expanse of a clear night sky. There is no urgency, no need to hold on to any particular idea, only a gentle, effortless release. Each thought that arises is met with a quiet acceptance, allowed to simply float past, unexamined, unattached, gently receding into the background, becoming ever more diaphanous, ever more indistinct. A subtle warmth begins to spread through your limbs, a deep, pervasive heat that emanates from within, a comforting counterpoint to the cool sheets. Your arms and legs feel wonderfully heavy, sinking deeper into the soft mattress, their weight a soothing anchor. The subtle pressure points where your body meets the bed become less distinct, blurring into a continuous, enveloping sensation of profound support and yielding comfort. The fine fibers of the Egyptian cotton, cool and dry, feel almost like a second skin, a seamless extension of your own relaxed form. The boundary between your body and the bed, between your awareness and the enveloping calm, begins to soften, to blur, to gently dissolve.